Wednesday, everyone. I'm so glad to see that my audio is still working and everybody's cameras are popping up. Happy motherfucking Wednesday. Yeah. I know a lot of you just saw me not that terribly long ago. I was streaming earlier today. I'm back, bitches. Rainbow lights are still on. Things and stuff. Before we get into intros, just some housekeeping things. I don't know, look in chat. I'm up for a crit award. Check that out. Maybe vote for me, possibly. I am bad at this. And no, I think that's it. So we're gonna introduce our lovely players here. We've got Soul, top left of the screen.
Hello, everyone. Happy Pride Month. I'm alive and I'm gonna make it your problem today. I play your Tabaxi Rogue, Synarch Fangbreaker, and I'm gonna be extremely queer and extremely sad. That's it for me.
Love that. Alyssa.
Hi y'all, I'm Alyssa. I use they them pronouns and I play Revelation, who is our Asimar Circle of Stars druid and uses she/any programs. Rev does not have any particular feelings about what's happening. It's all fine.
Everything's fine. Charmy.
Hi, I'm Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy, various places around the internet. I will be playing Aurora Incineratus, the Fire Genasi sorcerer who is really fucked up right now. We both use she/her pronouns.
On to Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki, your Kino. Feeling fancy. I play Dayu Silva here. We both use she/her pronouns. Only thing I'm gonna plug in is Goblets and Gays, Last of Eden's Vices will be on Rainbow Rollfest 2024. So if you want to see Alyssa and I being healthy vampires together, that's what's being showcased. Rainbow Rollfest happens from June 28th to 30th, and we are in particular going to be, I believe, on Saturday, so the 29th at like 2 p.m. Eastern or something. I don't know. Just go look at the Rainbow Rollfest network and you'll be able to check it out and see our little slot. I got my nails done, Dayu green, because they make me feel better. And that's it.
I love that for you. On to Mari.
Hey everyone, I'm Mariana. I also go by Lagrimosa with a 0 on Twitter and other places. And I play Nikita, our Wood Elf Barbarian, and we both use she/her pronouns.
And last but not least, hi, you know who I am. I'm Mandy. This is my channel. I stream here and on MagiRPG. I'm so tired. Pronouns are they, she, any, and I play everybody else because I'm the dungeon master. Yeah, I'm tired. This is gonna be an interesting day. So let's recap really quick. I'm gonna change the music from the theme song because I forgot to do that. I feel like my volume is all kinds of fucked up. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. If you can't, on stream, please, for the love of Christ, say something. For the love of Slime Christ.
Sliced?
Slice. Sliced.
Sliced? Slime.
Sleaze is sliced.
Sleazes?
Sleaze is sliced, you guys. Come on.
Oh, that's right. I also just got done GMing Slime Quest. We just wrapped that up. It is 6 episodes long. If you want to check it out, it is on the MagiRPG YouTube, or if you look at my YouTube page, I also made a playlist for Slime Quest. So it's linked in both places if you want to watch it. It is very wholesome and cute and fun and not super serious and scary and sad and emotional like Mistlost. It is very goofy and not serious at all. And if you want to cry about adorable baby danger noodles from space, that is the miniseries for you. Lots of slime, plenty of yolk. Okay, so what happened last episode? Battle continued. Let's see. You guys came out victorious, but perhaps not unscathed in more ways than one. The party had a big fight immediately after the battle. And I don't mean physical fight, I mean a screaming match. The players, everybody's fine. We did our little, if you see us doing this on screen, this is us checking in with one another. Just a little safety tool check for everybody at home. If you see us doing this, it's us making sure everybody's okay with what's happening on the scene. So they had a big fight. There was a lot of arguing. There was a lot of venting. There was a lot of feelings being had. Oh, and Dayu's boyfriend has some kind of mysterious disease emanating from the handprint on his chest that may or may not look familiar to Dayu and may or may not be making him unwell. So, you know, that's always fine.
Why is it that when he almost dies, now he's my boyfriend, but before we were referring to him as our boyfriend?
I mean,
you don't want him after he died a little bit?
I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want him still after he died a little bit? No?
Kind of
Nobody
more.
wants him? You want him
Kind
more?
of more.
No.
Yeah.
More? Okay.
Like-
Send him to hell.
Listen, you know what? I'm gonna say
Undecided.
Kazuhiko is the internet's boyfriend, but he is very technically Dayu's boyfriend.
Officially.
slash betrothed slash future baby daddy question mark. So, you know.
The headcanon child count gone up to 8, and I need to be stopped. So this is me trying to be held accountable. Somebody clip it.
Well, you see, if he dies, then you won't have to worry about the headcanon babies at all. Anyway.
How
Hey,
dare you? How dare
Yeah.
you on the day that League of
Anyway.
Legends releases Aurora?
Anyway, everybody, Dayu raised the hut so that everybody could have a chat and try to cool down. Different conversations were had amidst the party separately and then together. And I think where we left off was something of a resolution, or at least a lull in the arguing. I don't know that anything was technically resolved. Oh, the party attempted to make a sending spell to none other than Dante, Aurora's missing / dead ? Sister, who has been lost for the last 2 years. And upon sending out the sending spell, what a sentence that is, your spell was intercepted by none other than the Knave Lord, who seemed to be kind of amused by this attempt at contacting Dante, informed Dayu that Dante belongs to them, and that if little sister wants Dante back, she should be a good dog and do what she's told. And I actually believe that those were the words verbatim, if I'm remembering right. And that is what happened. So yeah, you guys have settled in for the night. I'm just gonna alleviate your anxieties now. You may now hit the long rest button on your character sheets. I'm not that cruel. I just put you through a very grueling combat. I'm not gonna also attack you in the middle of the night, probably. But you do get a long rest. You're in the hut. You're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing can hurt you physically. I'm sorry. I'm so
do it to
sorry.
ourselves.
Actually, no. We can hurt each other physically in the hut. We are all in the hut. We are all capable of hurting each
you
other.
know, if that's what you're into, I guess
Huh.
whatever makes you happy.
That might be
Knave
what y'all
Lord,
are into.
he's probably a
the
good
longer
guy,
you stay
right?
with Dayu.
Yes. The Knave Lord is definitely the hero, and the party are the villains, for sure. Yeah, you guys are the bad guys.
I think that makes Aurora the only hero in the bunch then, no?
Oh, shit. Emotional
I might
grenades.
be a bad
Yes.
guy.
But I'm not a bad guy. I need to do a campaign where the villain is very blasé like that. Like, I may be a bad guy, but am I really that bad? That would be fun.
I can't believe you're gonna be the Onceler.
Knave. No. No. Well, shit. Now I
Not
can't
this.
do that.
Not this AOE.
No, sorry.
This is AOE. Like I had a physical reaction. Knave Lord and Rev. I would ship that. I ship that. I ship that.
I need more. I need more interaction of some sort to ship that because.
Well, I have all the information, so of course I ship that.
Yeah. Because right now I'm getting Knave Lord as like Alejandro from Total Drama World Tour, and then Rev would be Heather, which I would enjoy. Because
I hate those
of
choices.
Chaos.
I hate those choices, and now we're gonna reel it back in. You've had a long rest. You wake up. However refreshed you want to feel. I'll leave that up to you. If you guys are not feeling great, if you didn't sleep well, you still get a long rest either way, but it is up to you how your night was spent and how you were feeling. Yeah. Well, who wakes up first? That's the real question.
Me, it's
Daiyu
my
wakes
hut,
up?
my rules. Yeah.
Okay. You are the first of the group to wake up, except for Kazu is awake. He's kind of sitting off away from everyone else. He looks to be, cleaning his weapons, sharpening his blade, checking his armor, all the normal warrior things that he does. He tends to do first thing in the morning.
I'm gonna let him do that for a bit, and then when I'm tired of this, of pretending to be asleep or whatever, I'm gonna poke him.
You poke him?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna poke him.
I'm
gonna poke him. I'm gonna jab him on the side with 2 fingers.
Okay, I just want to hold on. I just want to illustrate the situation here. He is on the other side of the dome. He is sitting with his back up against the wall. He's sitting on the ground with his back up against the wall. So for you to do that, you would have to get down on the ground with him and specifically jab him in the side. You could still do that. I'm just letting you know that this is the situation.
I didn't know that he got
he's not
up
right.
and moved.
Yeah, he got up and moved.
Then
he's not right next to you.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna get up and go and jab him on the side.
Okay, you could
absolutely.
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm gonna wake up, walk all the way towards him.
He watches you.
It's not a forceful jab. Jab is just the motion at this point that I can think of.
Boop.
Yeah, it's just a boop. Right on his tummy, I guess, technically, because of how the angle would have been.
Yeah. He watches you walk up to him. He watches you do this, and he just kind of smirks at you a little bit, are you in a playful mood today, or what is the poking and the prodding?
Well, I poke you all the time.
I mean, you're more than welcome to do it. It doesn't bother me.
No, I mean, well, yes, but I'm thinking everybody is so tense, so maybe if we start the day off like this, it might be chill for a little bit. It's awkward over there, and I gesture to wherever Nikita and Sin are, and then I'm and then it's all awkward over there, and I gesture to all of Aurora, and then I gesture to me and Rev, and just be I don't even know what's going on here, but it's kind of nice. So I'm just trying to keep it okay. And also the mark on your chest grew, so this is me coping.
Whatever you need. It did hurt yesterday, but it doesn't now. So
Can I look at it?
I mean, sure. He opens up his robe more so you can see his chest.
Is it still
So it hasn't spread. It hasn't spread far. It's don't want to describe it this way because it feels inaccurate, but I don't know how else to say it. It's like somebody dipped their hand in charcoal and pressed it on like the center of his chest, like over his tattoo. And instead of just being the handprint, it's like little wisps are kind of emanating from it. Not vein-like. I don't want to say vein-like, but that's like the closest thing that it looks like. But it's softer than that. It doesn't look like actual veins. It's just like some fuzziness around the edges, showing that it has spread slightly.
Okay, so it still looks roughly about the same size.
Yeah, it's not huge or anything. It just when what happened the day before happened, it looked bigger. It still is technically bigger, but it doesn't look the way it looked at the time.
Okay. So it's
almost like the thing pulsed out like when he got knocked out, and now that he's back, it's like returning to normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In a way, like healing, like how a bruise heals.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty fucking nasty, and then it chills out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Daddy's gonna look at it. Daddy's gonna stare at it, and just go. Yeah, I know that hand.
You do?
Mm-hmm. At least it's very familiar. And I don't look at hands a lot. I look at hands a lot. But I'm only familiar with some hands. I'm familiar with that one.
Is this someone you know?
Yeah.
Is it someone you knew, forgive the question, while you were gone?
I mean, I guess he was there. I think it's
He's keeping his expression neutral, but the ears don't lie. They flatten a little bit.
it's a god. Darius like, wait,
It's a
stop.
what?
I think it's Darius like, okay, wait, relax. I think it's just godly, okay?
You think a god did this to me?
Yeah.
Why?
It would explain, you being able to see the dead now, the way I do, and the magic, but otherwise, you know, things are fishy when you borrow things from higher beings, as I'm told.
Oh.
I don't know if you borrowed or not because you don't remember.
I
either,
really
which is
don't.
why, yeah, it's just why I kind of want to beat you up for your dreams. But that's also it's just because I want to know what you did. Why is there the hand? Why does it look so bad? But it
well,
doesn't feel bad, you know?
So, which god do you think it is? Nissos?
I think, yeah.
Well,
They're bony like his.
I want to unpack that at some point. Why you know what Nissos looks like.
I told you.
You saw his face and everything? I don't think you were that descriptive before.
Nobody asked for a description besides, like, I think I just said he was hot.
I'm not accusing you, I'm just processing.
Yeah, but, yeah, no, I've seen him twice. Yeah.
Huh.
At least,
That makes sense.
I remember it twice.
That makes sense. How many people do you know, other than me now, who can see spirits the way you do? Probably not many, right?
No. definitely, like, no one from the borough, and no one in the Vale, no one in, Fox Den. I would just say no one, but I would assume that the Bard College can, and anyone in the Necropolis can.
I think the necropolis itself allows everybody to see, but
Yeah. Which is why it's a given. But I've never like had a conversation or anything with anyone like like this.
huh. All right. Well, Nissos is a neutral deity, and if he did this to me, I either did something wrong or made a deal, or maybe this isn't what we think it is. Maybe it's not bad.
I am hoping for not bad. I just, it just doesn't visually, it doesn't look good, the mark,
I mean,
like a bruise.
other than when certain things have happened, it doesn't hurt at all. I mean, I can feel it, obviously. It doesn't feel like my tattoos. I'm aware that it's there, but it doesn't hurt usually. So,
But
maybe
it hurt a little bit yesterday, right?
It hurt a lot yesterday.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. It hurts a lot when you jump in and out of the. I'm blanking on the name of the plane, but the one where he resides in, it hurts.
Sombreluz?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
was
now
knocked
it
out.
feels like
I was knocked out. I wasn't dead. You didn't have to revive me.
there was a moment where I could no longer feel you, so I think maybe you got a little close.
Maybe. It was a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll admit I was distracted, so...
Is because they were scary, or because you might get. Why were you distracted?
I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. I was trying to keep track of everyone.
True.
And... like Sin said, instead of running like we were supposed to, we stopped. And we probably shouldn't have. But at least we survived. That's the important thing. But I think next time, I agree with him. If we agree to run, then unless we are absolutely completely blocked from doing so, we should do what we said.
I think so too, but I think we need to be more flexible.
I think flexibility makes sense. Obviously, if a wall of fire appears out of nowhere and we can no longer run through it, obviously we're not going to run.
And this time it was many dogs, the Bodax, and Aurora at the back.
Well, I think there's always a way around situations, and perhaps we're all in need of some more training.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's anybody's fault. I think emotions were high yesterday, and, some things have been said, and some things that haven't been said that should be said still haven't been spoken about. So, I think we all need to learn to work with each other a little more, trust each other a little more. And trust doesn't require friendship, as I understand. I'm sure not everyone is my biggest fan. I was not the original member of your group. Looks over at Rev.
I pat the shaved side of his head, be like, it's okay, I'm your big fan.
I don't need them to be my fan. I just need for all of us to be able to work together, or we're not going to survive. And I care a lot more about that than any petty bullshit anybody else, anywhere, from any place brings up. Regardless of if it's this group or not. I would much rather live than deal with the pettiness, or any squabbles, or anything else. Whatever biases or prejudices anybody else has, I don't care. If we're alive at the end of the day, that's what I want.
If he's frowning, I'm gonna poke the middle of his forehead, like pop 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 until he's until his face makes a different.
He isn't
expression.
actively frowning, but he is looking pretty serious, and he smiles when you do that.
Mm-hmm. Because my job is to still fucking lighten this mood, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here until everybody else wakes up.
Okay. You sit with him, and he continues going about cleaning his armor, sword, checking his bow, restringing it, blah blah blah. All his usual morning routine things. He does that shit even at home when he's not traveling. Every day, same thing. He is a man of habits.
I enjoy the consistency.
Who wakes up next?
I think I'm giving Akina waking up next.
Okay. I will say, Dayu, while you're sitting with Kazu, you see Mei Lin on the other side of the dome looking like she's not listening to everything you're saying. She's just, minding her own business. Iris is sleeping, but not really. She's just kind of chilling. Nikita, when you wake up, you see that Kazu and Dayu are awake. Smar skitters out from inside your hair, squeaks at you.
She'll give him a little scritch, and
he eats it up.
Fine. And she'll reach into her pocket and feed him his breakfast, basically.
Nom, 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 nom. He's all about it.
She'll kind of let him wander around in the hut where it's safe. He could climb up whenever, but she's gonna go to Dayu. I mean, as it's a hut with not that much space, so she's just gonna try to address her a little bit here. Or a dome, right? It's like a dome in the spell wording.
It's technically a dome, but it's like a hut, so like circular. Yeah.
Got it. Dayu, if you have a moment, I just wanted to apologize if I was too demanding yesterday. I just kind of shouted like an order for the hut, even though you already...
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The hut was needed.
Yes, it was just tense, and I felt like I roped you into something.
I was gonna do it. I'm just glad someone louder did it. And when I say louder, I mean like speaking volume. Yeah. Daddy stands up just like, hut.
Right, so I was useful in giving the announcement then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perspective is everything, as they say. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that. And I don't regret what was said. Everybody Sin knows that, so I just regret how it got.
It's okay. Can't change it.
Nope.
You just improve in the future, or don't, because that could also just be how you are.
You started it. He's asleep. Don't tell him I said that.
I didn't hear shit. You want me to brush your hair?
Sure. She totally did the night before, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Smart's done some damage.
I was gonna be like, you have a fucking rodent living in your hair, you Sonic the Hedgehog looking ass.
It's not that bad.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
You know how like sometimes Super Saiyans their hair
No,
grows out?
don't get me spiky updo like Sam from
hold
Stardew
on, I gotta
Valley.
redo Nikita's art. real
No, you
quick.
don't.
No, the spiky down do. I know the one you mean.
Oh,
Yeah, where it
The reason-
flops
Not
instead of
like
the long
Shadow.
hair.
one.
The reason why
It's a long-
I don't draw Nikita as a chibi is because I'm super worried that you're just gonna look like a fucking troll doll.
Stop it! Oh my god!
You
Wow.
didn't catch enough. You didn't catch enough. You didn't catch enough smoke last session.
when you agree to have Dayu brush your hair, Smar seems to like pick up on the vibe, and he like scampers across the ground over to Kazu and sits on his knee while he works on his armor.
That definitely like quells any like worry in any way. She's like, she trusts Kazu.
Yeah, Smar makes a little home for himself on Kazu's knee. He's sitting crisscross applesauce working on his armor, and now he has small rodent on his knee.
Don't drop anything.
He looks down as though he is just realizing that Smar's there, like, oh. I will absolutely be careful.
Thank you.
Smar squeaks at both of you.
And Nikita will sit, also crisscross applesauce. And yeah, be groomed.
I need a Nikita troll doll now, god damn it.
No.
Yes, I want it.
Chaos.
Chaos. It's either that or Super Saiyan. Which one do you prefer?
Troll doll.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
I don't want the
Maddie
90s
approves of the
spiky.
troll. Maddie approves of troll doll. Let's go get one made for her.
Nikita is Vegeta and Sin is short Goku.
No!
It's long.
It's us.
Wait, isn't there like a version of them with like really long Super Saiyan hair? Hold on, someone.
Yes, that's
I'm
what.
just- but I'm
that's
just-
exactly
I'm-
what was being referenced.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
but
like
I'm swapping their
Not like-
heights
No,
as well.
thank God.
yeah.
You know what?
Oh
That's
my
better.
god, your rage from now on gives you Super Saiyan hair. I'm calling it.
Thank you.
No, that's not
Like,
canon.
when you
We're
take
not
tail
doing that.
form, your hair also takes spike form.
Oh my god, Smart gets little spikes in his hair.
You literally, like, rage usually implies yelling. So you literally are powering up.
All right,
Oh my
Tail's your favorite form. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
all right, reel it in. You're brushing each other's hair. Who wakes up next while all this is happening? Otherwise, we'll make jokes about Super Saiyans all fucking night.
Someone please.
I'm gonna say that even if Aurora wakes up, she is lying with her back to everyone
Oh, okay,
when she does.
okay. Rev?
Rev did 2 wild shapes in a very small amount of time, which she hates doing at all. So she is sleeping in.
Okay. Sin?
Sin is also just sort of sleeping in after all that like issues. I think he would probably wake up before Rev, just because like and I think he would like shift over closer to the fire and start to like groom himself a little bit to like push fur a little bit over the spots that like were affected by the necrotic damage. I think he's quiet. He probably like looks at people to like acknowledge them. Like actually wait, no. He would probably nod an acknowledgement and Nikita and Dayu, and then sort of like shift closer over to Kazuhiko and ask, "Hey, how you doing?"
He will very carefully and gently set his armor to the side because Smar is still posted up on his knee. And he looks at you and, fine now. How are you?
He gestures at like the places where his fur is now patchy, and he's just like, I really don't like this type of magic.
Do you
But,
want me to see if I can fix that?
Is it something that, I mean, I wouldn't mind magic regrowing, but I think for now, let's save anything for like when we leave.
Okay.
It's not like I have to impress anybody right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just worried about you when I rounded the corner and saw you on the ground yesterday.
Yeah, there was a lot of that kind of magic going around.
Yeah, but glad to see you up and about.
Glad to see you here and less upset.
Yeah, I think that was just building up a lot more than I thought it was.
I think that's been the case for everyone. So don't feel too bad. But I do think a quieter conversation could be had now that we've gotten the yelling out.
Yeah.
It happens from time to time. I've seen my scouts and my rangers get, snippy with each other on the road. It happens. It happens even to the best of friends. So, I don't think anything that happened yesterday was something that would sever our ties, right? Everybody's still here. Nobody's walked away. So.
And he looks over at Kazu again, while and glances back over at Dayu and Nikita, and just like, has Dayu already looked you over to make sure that everything is where it needs to be? Did you rest okay?
Yes. This, he points to his chest. I don't think anything can be done about that. Not right now. So, it is what it is.
Any news about what it could be?
Dayu's theory is that it came from Nizos. I don't remember how I got this, so it could be that. It would make sense, given that I can see things the way she can now. I can't really think of another deity that would do such a thing.
Well, I'm really glad you're here with us now then, because if what's-his-face is... I know his name. Sin knows his name. I don't remember his name. Valdin. If Valdin really was here, 20 years ago. He might still be around now. If there's anyone who knows about death gods and stuff like that, maybe he can help.
That is some interesting food for thought. Given the information I knew about Valdin was that he was laid to rest a couple hundred years ago, give or take. And if he was alive again 20 years ago, what does that mean? And how?
I mean, if I built up a big city and lived for as long as Valdin had, assuming that we have any sort of personality commonalities, wouldn't you want to break?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to break from the politics? And if he was taking care of this area down here for the pact of whatever druid pact that we had to keep the Veil of Night, then I would assume, have a nice little community of druids down here.
Maybe he
Quiet.
wakes up only as often as he thinks he needs to. If the legends about him are true, he's the original sentient undead. So maybe he can't die. Maybe he's just sleeping.
Might be nice just to nap for a couple years.
I think I would prefer finality over immortality. Personally. But he shrugs.
Oh, no, yeah, I would. No, I couldn't. It would be very distressing. But again, like the idea of just like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep for maybe 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
And wake up later, that sounds very appealing right now.
After everything we've been through, I don't blame you.
I'm gonna go outside the hut and see if I can cook up any of our leftover,
We don't have leftover anything. We've got rations. But
Oh shit!
yeah,
I
we
really
ate all
need to
the
empty my bag.
we ate all the perishable food, but we have plenty of rations. That shouldn't be an issue.
That's fair. I think Sin still looks a little bit worried at his bag. Like maybe he forgot something in there that he now needs to get rid of.
Oh no.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Please tell me you didn't put a turkey leg in there, please.
No.
We
I
would smell
definitely
it
didn't.
if you did that, right? Like,
Well, I usually try to wrap the food. And Sin just sort of gets up and is just like, don't worry about it.
he's definitely making the same expression I'm making. He's trying to cover his grin. He's grunting at you, oh god. I can't believe you would do this.
Yeah. I think it makes Sin laugh, and it transforms his face. He is so exhausted, and he looks like he didn't sleep well, but he laughs at making Kazuhiko grin, and sort of stumbles over to his bag and tries to carefully sneak back out to not wake Rev if Rev hasn't waken up yet.
I know Aurora is awake, so I'm going to have Kazu do a little perception check. That's pretty good, actually. Roll me deception or persuasion. Disweption. Roll me a disweption check.
Roll me a dissociation check.
I was trying to say deception and persuasion at the same time, and it came out disweption. Fuck you all.
Oh, 24.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
Disgrace.
24?
24.
Oh, he You feel eyes on you, but not for long.
Yeah, freezes. Doesn't give any sign of waking. And like I think for perspective, it's just like waiting to hear that everyone is kind of like up and preparing so that she can just get up and move along with the group without having to have a conversation, which is what she's trying to avoid right now.
Well, you definitely fooled our young lord here. He looks over to where Rev is laying, and then looks over to Dayu and Nikita. Do you both want rations? Might as well eat something before we get going.
Sure.
He will take ration packs out and hand them to everybody.
Thank you.
He will... I would say Aurora, you're probably listening super hard for this, so you probably hear it, but you likely wouldn't otherwise. He very quietly steps up to you and leaves a ration next to your bag. And he does the same for Rev, who I think is also still not up, or at least not making others aware that she is awake. So he does the same for both of them as well. And goes back to his spot and sits down. I will say when he got up, Smart definitely squeaked in protest, but he did very gently put him on the ground before getting up.
The Lord's lap is comfy. Can't blame him. What?
When do we get fan fiction of this? That's what I want to know.
Well, I already wrote one, so soon.
This is just
when I'm
DM
done-
hands. What?
I shared one of them, and I think only Sharmy has read it.
I must have missed that one. I want to read it.
I'll resend it. I'll resend it.
Please.
Everybody, please send us the fan fiction.
When I'm done brushing Nikita's hair, I would like to offer the same for Sin.
Yeah. Sin stepped out guiltily, and once again, after he steps out, he's just like, because you can't. Can you see in from the outside?
Well,
see in.
from outside, it depends. That's up to you, Dayu. So
I was like, yeah, no, I don't think you can
rules
see in from.
rules as written. You can dim it. You can make it opaque.
Okay.
You can choose that. You can also choose the lighting and the temperature inside.
Awesome. So Sin, again, not knowing that people can like see and hear him right now, he like dragged his bag out, he opened it up, he pulled like something wrapped out of it, like you can see him go. And he looks around and he's like, they can't see me, and he just throws it into the books. Like just throws it into like one of the like hallways of books. Like whatever. Fuck this dungeon.
You feel a great sense of dissatisfaction. You feel disappointment. You feel annoyance.
Dirk, where am I gonna put this spoiled meat? There's not a trash can here.
If you look at the pommel, the eye is kind of looking up at you like, what the fuck, man?
You want me to carry around spoiled meat in the bag?
You feel sense of disagreement. So, implying no.
Exactly. It's already nasty down here.
DM says,
Like, I
you
didn't-
threw spoiled meat at books.
Oh yeah. I think he literally says it's already nasty. Oh. I'm sorry.
You feel a begrudging sense of acceptance.
I won't do that again. And he's just like, listen, here. And I think before he goes back in, he's gonna like sort of he's gonna be like, all right, here's my idea, Dirk, real quick. I think it'll be great. All right, and he's gonna like walk towards the books and just be like, what if I sort of like put a rope around, you, and like help you hang out on one of the shelves, and you can pull out as many books as you want while we have breakfast.
You're putting him up on the what? You're putting him up on
So
the shelf?
he's gonna use like a rope to tie around the pommel, and then use like books to like weigh down the rope to like sort of hang him like on the side of a shelf, so he can be like, like straight up to like just pull books off of like an opposite shelf.
Oh, you want to leave him to his devices in the library room?
Yes.
You feel a sense of denial. He does not want that.
All right. Well, no worries. And so denied. He's gonna bring his. Yes.
It's you can infer. What is your passive insight? Because there's really no you can't really insight check him. Passive insight's 12.
Yeah, it's high.
You get the sense he always wants to look at books. He does not want to be left alone to do so.
Gotcha.
I think think you can infer that from the immediate like mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Next time, but let's just go in and have some breakfast. And Sin walks back in, and when Dayu offers, he definitely sits down in front of Dayu and sort of like looks at like the patches and is just like, I don't know if there's a lot that we can do.
I can brush it in a way to cover it up. But necrotic magic can make more fall out. You already know this, so when I brush it, I might be able to get the rest of the dead ones out so it doesn't mat.
I'd appreciate that.
I also have eyeshadow. If you want. Like fur-friendly eyeshadow if you want.
Maybe when we get back up to the surface. Because again, there's no one to really impress down here.
Full of lies and brushing.
You all have your morning grooming routines, some getting up more begrudgingly than others. You have some rations, and you continue forward. Who's taking point? Because where did you actually, remind me again exactly where you camped before we get any further.
We did not go over the pit.
Okay.
I think we are quite literally in front of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we did not go over there because y'all came to Kazu and Dayu, and we were like in front of that, or close enough to that area because we were running.
Okay.
Remembering the pit, then I think Sin takes point, because he's gonna walk out and be like, all right, when I arrived at this room, the floor fell out, there were spikes, I crossed, put in a python, and he looks at the rope that he left behind that he didn't tie because of the dogs, and where it's like sort of hanging down from the other python, like on the other side. He's like, let me get that, and I will tie it, make it easier for us to cross.
So, because you are aware of the pit and because you are making preparations to help everybody get across, I'm not going to make anybody roll. So you are able to pretty easily cross the pit. The pit is long, but between the pitons, however you want to say it, and the rope and the guidance of Sinark, you are, those of you who aren't able to simply jump across like Nikita and probably also Sin and Kazu. Also, Dayu probably could too, because Bunny. So those of you who can't, it's easy for you to be guided across. Is it pitons? Pitans? Is that really how you say
Pitans.
that?
I thought it was kitten.
I thought it was
Pitons.
pitten too. Whatever. I'll Google it later. It's fine.
All are correct because, you know, the people who made it up, they're dead.
It is a lawless land.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, so yeah, you're able to get over the spike pit very easily. I guess I should change music now. I renamed everything, and I regret doing it because, well, I had things tagged very specifically in One More Multiverse, and now that I'm using Kenku FM, I have to completely redo all the music, and I have everything in here, and it's so confusing, so bear with me just a second. I think this was the music we were using before. I don't know. I think this is the music from the maze, actually. You know what, this is fine. We'll leave it like this. So you are back in dungeon mode after having your nice little reprieve. When your godlike powers become overwhelming, excuse me. What you see on the other side of the pit is a little bit, maybe like a good 15 feet more of straight hallway. And then when you get to the end of that, it branches off in either direction, left or right. To your left, about, I don't know, 30, maybe 20 feet. We'll say 20 feet. 20 feet to your left is a door. It is a large door. I wouldn't say ornate. It's pretty plain wooden door, but it is one of the arc-shaped ones that are curved at the top. And to your right, let's see. Okay, so we said that's 20 feet. This is probably, did I say it was 15 feet wide in the hallway? I would say the width of the hallway remains the same. Probably extends out to your right a good 60 feet before you see that there might be a turn, potentially, but you can't see down that far. You would have to walk down that way to see where it leads. So the door to your left is the more immediate.
Can I detect magic and see if I get anything pinging? It is, I think, a 30-foot? Yeah, 30-foot range.
At this point in the dungeon, you're gonna hate me for this. You cast detect magic. Magic is everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everything is lit up.
Okay.
You feel all manner of different types of schools of magic. It is very confusing to process.
I will end it early. And I think Rev is sort of holding her fingers to her temple and says, do we want to just check the door first?
Yes. Can I listen to it first?
You want to listen to it?
Yeah, like put my ear by the on the door to see if I hear anything.
Okay. You step up to the door to put your little ear up against the door, and you feel the ground give out from underneath your feet, and you fall.
Jesus.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
If I fail, I do have feather fall.
Luckily for you, it's not a far fall, but it is a treacherous one.
Oh boy. 21. I have good dex. Dex, not dicks.
I heard you right the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't hear myself right.
Okay.
You think I trust me? Hell no, not this tired.
So, you feel the ground give out from under you as the false floor begins to collapse inwards to yet another pit of spikes. These ones are metallic and have runes on them. Thankfully for you, your very, very quick bunny-like reflexes allow you to catch yourself on the edges of this pit and not fall down. Kazu immediately rushes up and, grabs you, picks you up, and puts you back on solid ground. All right. He's just like, okay, puts you down.
There's runes on those spikes.
I see that. I think we need to be a little more careful here moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
He will very easily step over the trap because it's literally just a person-sized pit.
That is fucking rude.
So he just steps over it to the threshold of the door. And he also will pause to listen. I don't hear anything, but I think we should check the door. And he'll hop back over the pit to give Sin room.
Can you repeat? I'm so sorry.
He hopped over the pit, listened to the door, rolled, I'll say he rolled very well, and he said he doesn't hear anything, but that the door should probably be checked.
And Sin...
Sorry, I was gonna say, I think you're the only one who's trained in thieves' tools.
Correct. Maybe. So, is it just a roll with my proficiency bonus then with my thieves tool, or
I think if you're searching for, well, first if you're searching for traps, it's a perception.
Okay.
And then if
Gotcha.
you find a trap to disarm it, it's going to be a dexterity kind of check, like sleight of hand.
Yeah, perfect. Then yes, Sin will walk up and sort of glance down at the pit trap, see, and for a moment before moving towards the door, and meticulously checking. That is 19.
You check over the door and you find nothing amiss. It seems to be a regular door.
Sin's like, door's fine, and just pushes it open.
Okay.
While Sin was checking the door, could I look at the spike trap and just see if I can understand what the runes are for or what they do?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
I do not have that. That is a 11.
You're not quite sure, but they do sure seem magic in nature. Sin, you check over the door and it does not appear to be trapped. What do you do?
Oh, Sin pushed it open.
Oh, Okay.
When he finishes his inspection and he said door seems fine, he just pushed it open.
Okay, understood. Sorry for missing that. Okay, so you you look inside. What you see is a relatively small room, maybe 40 feet by 20-ish feet. In the center of the room is a large, ornate rug. There is a how do I best describe this? So think of it like a square. Center of the room is the rug. Immediately to your right in the corner, there is a brazier. It is lit. On the opposite corner, on the other side of the room, you've got bottom right corner brazier, top left corner brazier. Next to that brazier is a large bookcase. And on the right-hand side of the room, you see another bookcase. On the back wall, there is another brazier that is perfectly equidistant from the other one on the back wall, framing yet another bookcase, but this one is taller and not as wide as the other two. There are many books and knickknacks in this room, but that seems to be all it is. There's no furniture, there's no table, there's no chairs. A little odd.
Sin is gonna crouch onto all fours.
Okay.
And I think Sin is gonna be like, sort of start to like, move into the room and tells everyone to be careful, but he is trying to like take a look around for any more strange traps. He's just like, someone's having a good time with all these fucking traps.
Okay. So you are checking the room.
Yes.
Okay. I guess give me another perception check.
Wow.
And you're looking specifically for traps or just anything amiss? What are you looking for?
I think Sin right now is in trap mode. He doesn't want to find. He's worried about anything else that might hurt the party, especially because we just 2 traps in a row. Pitfall. That is 17 plus 8. That's 25.
Okay, 25. That's really, really good. So you peek under the rug. Nothing. You look at the bookcases. Nothing. You check the braziers. You don't see any tripwire. You don't see any buttons. You don't see anything weird or interesting. As you are walking through the room, you realize that Dirk isn't having a reaction to all the books in the room. And then you go to touch one. It's made of wood. It's fake. It's not a book at all. You touch another book, same thing.
Sin says no traps, but I think we found something interesting. And I think there's like adventure fairy tales, right? Or like stories about adventurers going into dungeons that people would tell kids, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He starts very excitingly trying to find a switch in one of the bookshelves.
Where are you starting?
One of these is probably the really tall, thin one.
The one in the
because that's
center?
probably the most door shaped, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you search through the bookshelf. On this bookshelf, you see a variety of different things. You see... Oh, my camera froze again. Hold on. It did this to me earlier today. Bear with me just a second.
Okay.
Oh, I hate when this happens. Nope, that's
There's a backseat, the witch, and the wardrobe.
Hold on. Da-da-da. Oh no, I can't do that from studio mode. Okay, we're just gonna have to look at... Ugh,
the
sorry.
eyeliner.
There we go. It's a stern librarian image to freeze on, yes. Sorry about that. I don't know. I must need to check my wire for my camera because it froze on me earlier today as well. Anyway, everything's fine. Everything's good. So you are checking through this center bookcase. What you notice is there are real books in this bookcase, but they are empty. They're blank. You see little knickknacks like you would find on someone's desk. You see a nice quill sitting in its holder. You see a pot of ink next to it. You see what looks like some kind of... You see, like, small plants that seem to be okay for some reason. You touch them, they feel real. There's a little glass globe sitting in a little holder, kind of like a crystal ball. There's a... How do I describe this? There's a small golden, like, laurel crown. There's some other random knickknacks like pocket sand and shells and rocks. You see what looks like could be a magic wand, but when you pick it up, it's just a stick. You see more of these fake books, and you move everything all around. And finally, it takes a little bit of boosting for you to see this because it's near the top. A little box.
Sin. Oh, those hands are so itchy for all the knickknacks.
Gimme.
You see, he takes the laurel crown because it's shiny and like puts it behind his ears, like as he's like talking, and he's telling everybody like what he's looking at, like on the bookshelf, and then like you see him like he's half climbing on the shelf, to be able to see that high, and he's like, box, and he grabs it.
When you grab the box and lift it up from its spot, you see that it was on a little plate. And when you move it, the bookcase begins to swing open away from the wall while you're still on it. I'm gonna need a very easy deck save as you realize you might get smacked into the wall. Not crushed or anything or hurt, but, you know, just for fun.
Yeah. That is 26.
Yeah, you immediately are like, oh fuck, this thing's on a trajectory, and you hop down. Like, ugh. Still got your laurel crown, still got your little box.
Can I have the pocket sand?
Yeah, you can have the pocket sand.
Yes.
I put that
so
there for
excited.
you, bitch.
Thank you. I haven't had a chance to use mine, but if I'm gonna see more pocket sand,
I swear to
be
God.
excited. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it in a different bottle. I'm gonna hold the pocket sand like I found a fucking cookie. But I'm not gonna eat it. I'm just happy I have it.
Yeah. Sin looks very proud of himself. Sin looks directly at Rev and is just like, I found a secret entrance.
Rev looks up from where she was sort of poking at the edges of the carpet, trying to see if it was another pit trap, and says, "Oh, nicely done."
Oh, that ears go straight up and it's just like.
No one in
Does
here
one of
to
these, just a little.
Sin says, Rev already knows I look nice.
You open the box, and inside you find the remains of a flower crown. The flowers have long since dried, and many of the petals have become detached from the flowers. It looks like it was woven very nicely at one point in time, but it is faded in terms of color and age.
Sin again opens up the box, expecting to find something really cool, and then looks and is just sort of like hit by the sentimentality of this, right? And he walks over to who would know the most about nature? Well,
Kazu. It would be Kazu, not Rev.
It would literally
Yeah.
be Kazu, yeah.
yeah, I think he walks over to especially because this area is his home, and walks over to Kazu and is just like, "Do you recognize any of these flowers?"
He looks at them and he kind of tilts his head and he goes, "These are pretty common in certain areas of Southmore, actually. They're gladiolus. Looks like it might have been red at some point. Maybe some of them are purple."
Is there any special meaning to gladiolus?
Honor, remembrance, sincerity.
Then he's gonna very carefully close the box. And he's just like, probably shouldn't mess with Valdin's stuff.
If it is indeed his, yeah, probably not.
I'm gonna keep the laurel crown though.
So you put the box back where you found it, or at least on one of the shelves so it doesn't close again. And what you see beyond is a small little half-circle room that has a little hallway that leads further down into darkness. It's only about, from where you're standing, because of the light coming from behind you, it's a little difficult to see what's down there, but it doesn't look like it's far, whatever it is. It's like a very short little hallway to a hidden room. Okay. I'm so glad you found this, actually. You walk... are you going alone, actually, is the question. And there's not a lot of room in there. So you would have to be single file if you all are planning on going in there.
Rev is second. I don't know if anyone else is even coming, but Rev is second.
I think Nikia would try to stay close to Aurora too, just to make sure that if there's like a trap or something, like she could yank her. Make sure she's fine.
So, okay, I just want to clarify space really quick to see if that adjusts your decisions.
Okay.
The bookcase is pretty large. What it reveals is a much smaller door, barely regular-sized door. It opens into a slightly, it's like a half-circle kind of room that's maybe just tall enough to stand in for Nikita. Then there is a narrow hall that is very short that leads to presumably another room. You would have to walk single file if you are planning to go into this space, and you're not sure if the space you're walking into is even big enough to hold all of you, or even one of you. So, just putting scale into perspective here. So, who is going down the hall?
I would.
Rev?
I
Sin?
think we're all going, right? Or no? I want to go. I want to see it.
I would go to the half circle room, but I wouldn't go down the hallway.
You want to go the hallway yet?
Well,
Up to you.
we don't know what's at the other end, and it's narrow.
True.
We'd all be standing in a
Yes,
row.
it is-
Yeah.
Something could stab us all
Straight
at
through.
once. Just
Valid.
Sin's curiosity is so
I'm curious.
peaked right now. He is full cat mode.
Okay.
And remember, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
Dayu wants to go into the room, but I'm gonna choose not to.
Okay.
Solely because I would like to keep an eye out for spirits and or something else that might come after us while we're all stuck in a tiny room.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Should a beefy character go into a narrow area?
It's up to you.
I don't know. Do you want to get stuck? Because another factor why I'm not going there is because my ass is too fat.
I said it's wide enough for one person at a time.
So, Aurora can shrink people.
Oh my god.
I'm not using my magic for that shit.
There.
You get stuck, fuck you! That's what Aurora says.
Also, a room that is just big enough for Nikita to stand in seems like a not good time for Nikita.
Yeah. But I'm curious.
Same.
I think it'd be smart to stay back.
Okay, marching order. Sin,
Yeah.
Rev, anybody else? Okay. Kazu is also staying out of this because he's curious, but not that curious. Sin. And Rev.
Oh, can I
both.
give someone guidance before they dive in?
I mean, sure. It's not gonna matter, but yes.
Yeah, just in case you decide to pitfall trap someone again.
Sure,
Sin-
you're
Sin and
all
Rev
gonna
are
die in
gonna
this
be
hallway.
fine.
It's totally fine. Yeah, you give them guidance, you give them Skittles. Sin and Rev.
Yes.
You move down this hallway. It's dark in here. The air is stale. It doesn't smell bad per se. It just smells like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. And you continue forward about 20 feet. And you find another room. Cylindrical. Just large enough for a single person to stand in the center of. And on the wall is a stone plaque with names inscribed on it. The names are there's 6 of them. And I will share them with you in chat later because you're gonna need it for spelling. Voxus. Minus. Oculus. Oris. Chorus. And Animus. Those are the names you see.
Yeah, Sin with one of the blank books that he definitely stole from the bookshelf. Sort of just sort of hands it back towards Rev and says, "There's names here. Do you have something to write? We can write it down in here. Do you have something to write with?"
I think Rev has a journal and a pen as part of her adventuring stuff. So she will write them down as Sin reads them out. And in doing, do any of them ping anything from either her reading or like druid training?
None of them.
Well, it's an interesting room. But I'm sure we can head back. Mindy, can I do a once over on the walls just to make sure there's nothing
Yeah, absolutely.
interesting that's cut?
I put the spelling in the notes chat for y'all.
Alyssa was so close.
You were very
to getting
close.
all of them correct.
You were so close.
Also, these are some transgender names. They're all they thems at the very least.
Yes.
is the fact that I know 3 trans people with these with this list. Half.
I'm not capable of making. Never mind. I was gonna
All right.
say all the.
My
all
math
of
brain
my...
is failing. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure 14 plus 8 is like 22? 20 dose?
Yeah. Yeah, 14 plus 8. Yeah, 22.
Yeah, there we go. I did a math.
You check the walls, you check the floor, you check the plaque. There is nothing here other than the plaque.
Okay. Yeah, Sin's not gonna linger
Give me
after
an
doing
insight
one
check.
thing. Oh, okay.
I'll take one from Rev as well.
Natural. 20.
All right.
That's 20 in Spanish.
22 for Rev, not a natural 20.
22.
Oh, I love how close they are to French. Thank you. I heard that and I was like, 20?
Yeah.
Wait, what's
that
20 in
is
French?
happening?
What's 20 in French?
Vingt.
Oh.
It's very close. And then 22 is 22. It's very close. It's very close. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like,
Technically,
Okay.
excited.
Rev without rolling a natural 20 got the same amount that Sin got because he is not trained in insight and his wisdom is. But yeah, 22 as well with my natural 20.
You stand here looking at the environment around the two of you, and you think to yourself, why the fuck would this be here in a hidden room? Unless this was information that needed to be kept secret. But why is it carved in stone? And you think to yourself, it's kind of like a gravestone. It's not going to wear, it's not going to fall, it's not going to break, it's not going to burn. This is information that needs to live. These are names that need to live. And surely something that the great architect Valdin went through so much trouble to hide and shroud and all of that. They must be important.
You remember the time that we finally broke into one of those secret rooms only to find out it just had some information that neither of us understood?
You think this is the same thing?
Feels important. But I'm not sure to what yet.
Well, we can keep it close for now, and if something comes up, throw them in Valdin's face, if nothing else.
You know what's weird? And he sort of like gestures for them to like start going back, but of course Rev will have to go out first. I actually don't mind Velton so far. I think it's interesting what he's did, what's down here. But we'll see if that stays.
A taste of his works, and you're coming around on him.
I mean, it's been dangerous, it's been ridiculous down here, but I don't know. There's something beautiful about it. About trying to keep a memory alive. when that's all that you can be, I guess. Alive.
I guess I hadn't been thinking about it like that, but there is some beauty there, isn't there?
And trust me, I've got quite an eye for beauty. Winks at Rev.
Is behind her, so she cannot see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can just feel the smarminess in his voice, like when he says that, like he's just being such a dork about it. And would share the information when they step out.
Okay. And as you exit the room, that is where we will take our break. It is that time of the evening. So we're going to take a quick, 10 minutes sound good? 10-minute break. Everybody get up, stretch, have a little snack, have a little drink. Do not forget to hydrate. We will see you in 10. Hello, everybody. We're back. Well, most of us are back. Mari will be back with us here shortly. Why do I feel like I'm lower on the screen for some fucking reason? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Hi, everyone. So, quick mini recap of where we were before the break for anybody who is just joining us now. The party found a, they went to examine a door that they found. Dayu almost fell into a arcane spike trap. You went into the room. It appeared to be full of mostly empty or fake books, little knickknacks on the shelves, one of which lifted a pressure plate on the top shelf of one of the bookcases to reveal a door leading to a small chamber beyond the room that they found. That small chamber was a cylindrical room that had a stone plaque, I guess for lack of a better term, with names chiseled into the stone. Those names, once again, are Voxus, Minus, Oculus, Oris, Chorus, and Adamus. Sin and Rev were able to intuit that this must be important information, or names that must be preserved for some reason or another. Otherwise, why would they be hidden in this room with literally nothing else? They thoroughly investigated the room and had very, very good perception checks as they checked around. There is nothing in this room other than the plaque. And you have now reunited with your friends after discovering this.
Dayu has been looking at the pocket sand and then making everybody who stayed behind also look at the pocket sand.
Kina's just nodding like, yeah, totally get it. Doesn't.
Malin is standing next to you like, it's just like the other bag of pocket sand you have. Like, I don't understand why is this important again? What is this even for?
To throw it at people.
Oh.
Do you know how pockets, you can put anything in pocket sand? This one's ancient pocket sand. What if I give someone an eye infection?
So you're keeping it to potentially blind someone and give them a eye infection?
Yes. My one has chili powder in it.
That's diabolical.
Oh, that seems really mean. And Iris is just kind of toddling around in the room, wisping about like her little ghostly self, and she's like, Mom said you're not supposed to throw things in people's eyes.
Well, I'm gonna throw things in people's eyes if they try to rob me.
She considers.
Yeah, I probably would too.
That's what the pocket sand is for. Protection only. And sometimes I make it pink. I would show you, but it's currently in boxes.
I mean, when Sin and Rev come out, Sin is easily telling them, like, a memorial? With names? You're still muted.
Definitely
It truly
mute.
is
You're
pride.
definitely, yeah.
Muting Alyssa.
Damn.
Okay, hello. There we go.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, Rev will sort of read out the names to everyone and say, do any of them mean anything to any of you?
Can we make a roll?
None of these names mean anything to any of you. Completely foreign. They're also not common names. You've never heard any of these names before. For anyone.
In any case, maybe something will become clearer as we move on. But I don't think there's anything else to see here.
This isn't.
If it's a memorial.
Oh, Aki, you got much quieter.
Ah!
Let me turn you
Is
up.
that any better?
That is
Yeah.
better.
Okay. Should we leave something if it's a memorial?
There wasn't an altar, it was just a plaque.
Just a plaque on the wall.
Tombstones aren't altars either, but you still leave flowers. If it's a plaque, though, maybe there's ashes inside.
Not sure. The room didn't seem to have anything except for that.
It didn't look like a mausoleum or anything.
No, even I barely fit inside. It was a circular room.
And if it's for remembrance, it seems... Remembrance and respect. It seems strange to limit it to a room that only one person could fit inside.
It's very.
Unless it
private.
was family.
I was going to say it seems private for it to be only with one person inside, so it could be familial.
Again, this is all speculation. And we have the names if they become relevant. Let's go ahead and I think maybe continue onwards, minding the pit.
Nobody seems opposed, right?
Nope.
So you continue forward, or rather, you backtrack. Excuse me. You leave this room, stepping easily over the single-person spike trap, which all of you, even the shortest of you, are able to relatively easily step over, especially with help. And you are now back in this hallway. For the sake of atmosphere, the stone bricks that make up the walls and floors of this hall and the adjoining hall that you camped in are very uniform. They do not appear to be terribly worn or cracked or anything of that nature. There is like moss growing in some, maybe not quite a moss, more like some kind of like underground equivalent of moss. I don't know if there's underground moss or not, so whatever. Lichen, sure. Lichen's not the same as moss, I don't think. Is it? I don't know. Anyway, there's some...
Like and subscribe.
Hey! Like and subscribe, you guys. It is... Fucking hell. Is it really just moss? Okay, so there's moss growing in some areas on the walls, just little bits of it, not a lot. And that's kind of it. You don't really see any evidence of festering here at all. The hallway continues down from this point, good 60 feet or so before it starts to turn again to the left. Are you just walking along? Okay.
Walking along.
You continue, you turn the corner and you see on the other side a much larger door. It is heavy, it's heavy metal. It is very heavy metal material. It is not ornate. It appears to be utility in nature. And looks very heavily fortified. And that is
Like
what you
fortified on this side, or like it's fortified on the other side? Like, what side of the keeping things out does it seem like we're on? Can we tell?
It's not like the door is barred or anything, but it looks like a very, very heavy door that you imagine could withstand quite a bit. So when I say fortified, that's what I mean. Big, giant, well, maybe not giant, large metal door. Probably a good 10 feet tall, the door. I think most doors are like 6 feet or so, 7 feet. So it's a little taller than a standard door and probably slightly wider as well.
Can you check that out?
At your service.
It was a question.
He doesn't look upset. I think he's just teasing. And I think he sort of walks up.
Okay.
Checking the floor as he approaches the door this time. Because these fucking spike traps everywhere.
Okay, give me a perception check while you search for, not perception, investigation, please.
Oh.
I think I said perception earlier, and I meant investigation because you were searching for whatever, it's fine. That's my fault.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, then, investigation is +0, that's just a 10.
Yeah, you don't find any traps on the ground. You test it with your foot. It seems fine. You step.
Mm-hmm.
Still fine.
Yeah, and then, just, again, sort of like...
You can investigate the door separate. That can be a separate
Yeah. That's fine. Investigation, maybe +0. Let's go. Good roll on the die. 13.
It does not appear to be trapped in any way.
Sin turns around. Thumbs up. And he's just like, well, do we just want to... And then Sin sort of like...
It
Does
has a large mechanism. It's not like a regular door. You can't just push it open. It has like
That's fair.
It has like levers that you move, and it moves mechanisms on the door to open the door.
And he's like looking at this, and he's just like, "How do you?" And he sort of looks back. He's like, "Can you guys help me with this?"
I'm gonna let you guys roleplay that really quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. What exactly?
There's all these levers and mechanisms, and I don't know. It doesn't look trapped. It just looks complicated.
Oh, like a puzzle?
Yeah.
I'm not the best help with puzzles, but I could help move levers if it's too high or something, because, you know, you're kind of...
I like puzzles. But also, the last time I tried to touch a door, an actual booby trap appeared. Which was rude.
I think...
I felt targeted.
Well, I promise that this floor is safe, and the door is safe. And Sin sort of like glances over at Aurora, because he's realized that like Aurora hasn't spoken, Aurora hasn't like said anything much, and he's somewhat concerned.
I'll say that Aurora probably is purposefully avoiding eye contact with Sin, and just maybe like busying herself with Bougie or like staring at the door, but like not making any moves because she is not good at puzzles.
Oh, sure. I mean, maybe Dayu figures out door mechanism, and Nikita, you can pull levers.
Tell me what to pull, Dayu.
I hope God doesn't make me roll intelligence.
God.
Rev, when God
is
comes
not gonna
back...
make you roll intelligence. I'm back now.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, one. Rev, do you think you could check and see if the door is magic? Just in case.
Unfortunately, everything down here is. I tried checking earlier and it was a little overwhelming.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, God. Can I strong no. I was gonna say strong arm. I'm like, it's not strong arm. Can I bargain perception?
It's not really a perception thing. It's more of a I would say it's more whatever, perception's fine. I don't really care that much. You look at it and you get the sense that because there are multiple levers, it is something that is meant to be open with multiple people.
He's gonna stare at it.
Three hands will do the trick.
Dai's gonna stare at it for a little bit because she was designated as puzzle girl, and then she will look at everybody and be like, "We need 3 people to open it." Like 3 people pull the lever at the same time.
Okay, we time it? Or...
It's not that deep, but
You each pull the door at the same, or pull your respective levers at the same time. The mechanisms work together, and the door begins to open.
I like puzzles.
This one's not really a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
Okay. Whatever you say.
It's just not an intensive puzzle, but us as a group could have stood here for 20 minutes discussing how to open the door.
Mandy
Don't-
went us first.
Yeah. Remember what we did? Do you remember what we did?
That's when
With
a
the
basilisk
stairwell?
comes up from behind you in the hallway. I'm just kidding. You open the door.
Crying.
Basilisk is too weak for you guys. I would need to give you something stronger. You open the door, and it is heavy. It is a very heavy door. You open it enough to look at what's on the other side. Yet another circular room. It is cylindrical in nature. I feel like that's kind of a given because it's a circle room. But it doesn't go up to a point or anything. It just goes straight up. And in the center of this room is a pit. The floor has various grooves carved into the floor in various designs leading to the pit.
Valdin must like holes.
What do you do? This is just you
Is-
peeking through the door right now.
Is there any coloration or anything like that in the grooves, or is it just?
Are you stepping into the room to find out, or are you looking from the doorway?
Could I look from the doorway and like just?
Perception
Peek.
check, please.
Okay. Okay. 10 plus. What is that? Perception plus 4, 14.
So you said you're looking for like different colors and things like that?
Like a coloration in the grooves, or if there's something in there in the grooves at all.
So the grooves themselves seem to be a slightly different colored stone from the rest of the floor, almost as if they were carved and then inlaid. But as for any coloration in the grooves themselves, like residue from a substance, you don't see anything.
Okay.
So the most of the stones in this room are just like those of the hallway beyond, but the inlaid aspects of the floor are a lighter, closer to silver stone. It's not shiny like silver, it's just in terms of tone, it's a much lighter gray than the dark gray of the stones from elsewhere. So there is contrast there. They're kind of, they aren't straight lines either. They kind of zigzag in towards the center, all around each other, and they kind of fit together in terms of they're equidistant from one another, and they encompass the entirety of the circle. So there's like zigzag line into the hole, then another one and another one and another one, all the way around. Perfectly symmetrical.
Okay.
Sin is trying to like peek around Nikita. He's like, "Can we go in?"
Sure. Nikita will step in.
Okay. You step in the room. Anybody else? Yeah.
If nothing happens to Nikita after a second, I will also step into the room.
Nothing happens to Nikita.
Thank God.
You each step into the room in turn, and the door slams shut behind you. On the other side of the room is another door. This door has a different mechanism.
The
Diane.
door.
I'm sorry, please ask your question.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, the door that slammed shut behind us, does it have the levers on this side too, or that was only on the exterior?
Only on the exterior.
Fun.
We live here now.
Dayu. Actually,
I was
we'll
joking.
say Dayu and Sin, Dayu, and Nikita. Please roll perception with advantage.
Gonna be sniffy stuff. Maybe.
25.
Okay.
I got 16.
Okay.
21.
Very good. You are standing just inside this doorway that has now closed behind you. And it's not familiar for Nikita or Sin, but they smell it. But Dayu, this is a familiar smell to you. This smells like spirits do when you are in Sombra Luz. And that is when things change.
In a room with no windows, no door.
Bubbling up
Which
from
ghost
the center
ripped the
of
fattest
the
part?
room is a glowing light blue liquid. It roils and boils and begins to fill the grooves in the floor. Wisps of spirit fire begin to emanate from this seemingly liquid type substance. Little motes of light begin to float through the air, and the substance in this center of the room begins to form and elongate and slowly take shape into vaguely almost humanoid shape. You see a face. You see long limbs with clawed, gnarled fingers and hands. And from these grooves, you see more of this liquid begin to fill the grooves until it starts to almost overflow onto the floor itself. And this creature slowly rises, taller, 10 feet, 15, looming over all of you. I need you to roll initiative.
That's cocked.
Shite.
Ah!
21 appears to be the number for me tonight.
Yeah.
21.
22 for me.
Hold on, hold those numbers, please.
Heard.
I was gonna say the usual system.
Just casually rolling the correct digits for the modifiers to bump it to 2 and 1. Ventea, everybody.
Sorry, I'm switching dice sets because this one's not being great to me right now.
21.
I think you should keep it then, if it's not being great for you, actually.
I think you can keep your opinions to yourself. How about that?
It's balance for last session, okay? You rolled too good.
Okay. Kazu, my boy Kazu did okay. He didn't do bad. How'd our creature do? That's cocked. I'm gonna roll it again. Oh, it's cocked again! What the? I'm switching dice. I need a smaller die. Okay, I'll take that.
Puppy.
I love
We
when
need the puppy break.
I love when the boss rolls higher than... Okay. 20 plus. Okay, Nikita, what did you get again?
22.
Dayu?
21.
Okay. 22, 21. Okay, 22 is Nikki, 21 is Dayu. Okay, 15 to 19.
15.
Anybody get higher than 15?
How dare you not raise your hand, soul?
Okay.
I'm gonna shake you. I'm gonna come over there and shake you.
15 is Aurora. Okay, what did my two dingleberries get here?
I got a 12.
Okay, 12 and
I got
7?
a 7. I rolled a 2 on the die.
Okay.
Was it Toronto constantly rolling your angle, or was it me?
I just got Aurora numbers. I
Was
I
it
rolled
me?
like 4 sevens last session.
If it's you, Aki, please stop. My ankles.
All right.
I am in fact picturing myself 1 apple tall, just
Okay,
like
Hello
full
Kitty.
on jumping you on the
This
streets of
This
Toronto.
Hello Kitty meme just continues, and
I
I'm
really-
not here for it.
I really like it, and it's only there because Josephine or Scary Friend Joe is the one who told it to me first. They were like, Aki, why are you talking? You're 2 apples tall. Get out of the call. And I was like, ah!
I love that. Okay. Nikita, this terrifying creature is looming over you and your friends. What do you do? I saw you say what the fuck, but you're muted.
Yeah. That's what I said. How far is this thing from us? Or me, I guess?
It is okay, so you are near the doorway. This pit is approximately, let's see, we'll say this circle is 25 by 25.
Okay. Okay. So this thing's okay.
Is the music loud? I'll turn it down.
What the shit?
That is very loud. I'm fixing it.
I'm gonna have to get close to it. I'm a barbarian. I'm going to.
It's so quiet for me, you guys, so I'm sorry. Hopefully that's better. Let me know, chat. So that we're not drowning anything out. Is it good? It's fine? Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, so that's what's happening.
Yeah, Nikita's gonna go into a rage with her tail. And if she could reach the looming thing, she will try to hit it.
Okay. Two questions. Are you raging? And what weapon are
Yes.
you using?
So, raging with the tail out. Sorry, this happened also with the music changing, or volume changing. So ranging with the tail, and I'm using the moon touched for this attack.
Okay. Let me pull up a stat block for this thing. Okay. Alrighty. You're gonna swing?
Gotta swing.
Okay.
Try to jump up and hit. All right, so that's a 17.
Does not hit.
That's very discouraging and very expected. All right, second attack. Natural 20
Alright.
for 26.
Let's go. Alright. roll
Okay,
damage.
okay. Oh, Christ. Okay. 3 plus 6. So 9 plus another 3, so 12. And then plus a 2 from being raging, so.
What was the total to hit? Oh, you said natural 20. What's the total damage?
So it was 6 plus 3, 9, plus a 3 from the sword, 12. And then, so I think 14 in total for with the rage.
14. Okay. Okay.
And can I, still on my turn, maybe try to see what the hell is going on with that door behind through the other side?
So You are raging right now, and while you can perceive things, it's a little hard for you to concentrate when you are in this state. That's why
Heard.
you can't concentrate on spells or cast spells when you're raging in general.
Okay.
So, are you just looking at it to see what it is? Are you trying to intuit information about the door?
It's
Give me
more
a
like,
little
does it
more.
look like we're also locked in on this side? Like, are there levers? Can I see, like, firsthand if there's, like, a similar door to what we just experienced?
Yeah, no roll required for that. There are mechanisms on this side of that door.
Okay.
So, theoretically, you can get out.
Heard.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yes. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. We are on to Dayu.
Okay. Is it a free action to tell everybody that this thing smells like somber lose?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Dayu's gonna say that specifically. It smells like somber lose, so be careful. And, could I make some sort of roll or check to see what I know about this creature?
What you know about this creature?
Mm-hmm. Would it be possible that I know anything about it at all? It do smell like a place.
It would be your entire action to do so. Do you want that?
When you say my entire action, do you mean the action, as in I still have bonus action and movement?
You would still have movement and bonus action, yes, but you would not be able to attack.
That's okay with me.
Okay. Roll me... Roll me... You're gonna hate me for this. Roll me history.
This is where I wish there was an occultism check, like how there is in Pathfinder.
I mean, your arcana is also a +0, so either way.
I know, but I'm a bard. I do all my necromancy shit through performance, which sucks, but it's there.
Performance does not help you recall information, I'm sorry.
Tell me I can't do this and figure shit out.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry, I'll still make the roll. You just... How many luck did I do I have? 1 second. I just want to double check here. This is the only time I think I use luck die, really. Except for that last time. $17 on the die. So yeah, 17 flat, yeah.
This thing... If you didn't know better, you would say it resembles some kind of water elemental, but it is very clearly not made of water. But it's giving that kind of vibe, that kind of look. It's liquid and fire at the same time. It's almost like ectoplasm. Well, it's not slime, so yeah. With a 17, that's all you know. You gotta roll higher if you want specifics.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a pretty unique creature.
Mm-hmm. That's a word. I'm gonna move away from the group so that way, you know, we don't get hit with a AoE line. By moving away, I mean like basically the equivalent of 30 feet to the side. Sure. And
you can move to the other side of the room. The room is 25 by 25.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then that's,
I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's what I'll do. I just want to give
distance.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Though again, they could totally just fireball the spot. That would be hilarious.
Takes notes.
Stinky. I will use determine a tail as a bonus action, and that will be like my full turn. That's not the right die. Girl? Okay. Okay. Keep coming back for more. I'll send it to you, but that will be my whole turn because I can't bestow anything or anything like that since I used my full action. Is it a free action to say that it's ectoplasm?
I said it's almost like ectoplasm. I didn't say it was. You can say that if you want. It's a free action to speak.
Oh, okay. Dayu, across the room. It's not a water elemental. It's kind of like ectoplasm. I would still be very careful.
Okay.
That's my full turn. I'm done.
Now it's my turn.
Oof.
This creature kind of turns slightly, looks at he actually his head, its head, I shouldn't give it a gender. I don't think it has any concept of that. Its head swivels and follows your movement as you move, Dayu, and just slowly watches. And then swivels back and looks at the rest of you. And we're gonna decide who it's attacking. Okay. Rev. I need a strength save from you, please.
Strength.
Yes.
Ha! That's a 3.
Oh, bye, Rev. I love you. Bye.
This thing, it's like hunched and looming over, and its body doesn't move while its head swivels to look at where Dayu is going, and then slowly turns back and just immediately lashes out directly at Revelation with a tendril-like arm. And you failed by a lot, so I'm gonna roll some dice. Where are my d8s at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no.
If I may, I think Nikita had seen that this thing is not paying attention to her for hits. He's just gonna be like, no. Just, actually.
You take 22 ice damage. As this thing just, like, it has no expression, it doesn't make any noise, it just lashes out at you, and you feel this, you don't know what the fuck it is. You feel this substance touch your skin, and it freezes so bad, it burns. It hurts bad. You've been raked across the front of your body with these claws of sorts. And cool, we'll do its next attack, which is from its body forms a long trident shape. And this thing has reach. it extends its body further. And who will it attack next? Aurora.
Yikes.
That is 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It stabs forth with this trident of sorts. And you take... Hold on, I have to double check. You take... What is it? 1d6 plus 4. You take 7 points of force damage. Does it get 3 attacks? It gets 3. It's going to pull the trident back and try again. That's going to be also against Aurora. Let's see. That is 16. Does that hit your armor class? Okay.
Yep, it's 15.
And because you were hit once, it's now 2d6. That's another 10 force damage. And that is its turn. It is now Kazu's turn with Aurora on deck.
Ouch.
Kazu sees this happening and is... You can see anybody who looks at him, which I imagine is probably Dayu, sees like the calculations on his face, like, what do I do? How do I do this? And he is going to... He is not going to fuck around. In fact, he's going to guiding bolt the fuck out of this thing. No, he's not. Let me mark that spell. Does he have any bonus actions? Nope. Okay, that's his turn, unfortunately. This dice is going in jail. I'm gonna use this one instead. Okay, on to Aurora with Revelation on deck.
Okay, oof. That really hurt, and she is extremely upset and like confused by the way this creature is kind of spreading out. As it's moving, does it seem like it's big or it is physically stretchy?
Both. It is big, but instead of walking across the floor, it is simply surging forward to move closer to you in order to hit you. The first attack that it leveled against Rev, it didn't move from the center of the room, but to stab you with the trident, it moved. Within 10 feet of you.
Okay, then really not enjoying that. Gonna try to reduce its size. So it has to make a con save. See how this goes.
Oh, I was talking and I was muted. Con save, yes, understood. What's the DC?
15.
It fails.
Oh, okay. I somehow didn't expect that, even though I cast the spell.
Wait a second. Nope, yeah, it fails. It is not immune to this type of
Wow.
magic.
Great. So its size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
Okay.
Its size category goes down by 1. Has disadvantage on strength checks and saves. weapons shrink to match its size. Attacks deal 1d4 less damage. And I am currently concentrating. 10 feet. Do I feel like I'm in its reach because it hit me? So, like,
yeah,
if I
it
move,
didn't.
it's
It
probably
didn't.
gonna hit me again?
What is its speed again? It's within 10 feet of you. It has, the trident has reach, at least.
Okay. So I'm afraid of whatever that is and not willing to get hurt more. Let me just double check something.
Okay, I'm dumping this in our notes chat so that I have it readily available.
Okay, cool. And I would like to like move, like not closer, further away from it, but like kind of shimmying towards the next closest person. And I don't know who that would be, but whoever it is.
And that was
direction.
That's second level, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you were staying where you are, you were concentrating on this spell.
No, I'm gonna move like not closer or further away from the creature, but towards the next person, like who's in our group, who's near me. I don't know
Okay.
who that would be, but like kind of trying to make a lateral move without getting in more danger if possible.
Sure, so you're trying to stay within 10 feet of this creature. So you don't...
Yeah, like I don't want to
opportunity attack?
change. Exactly.
Okay. So you just kind of scoot off to the side. Probably where Nikita is, I would imagine. No, Nikita is moved up. So Sin or Rev or Kazu. Pick one.
Rev.
Okay. Alrighty. Rev, it is now your turn with Sin on deck.
And I'm not grabbed or anything. It just did a bunch of damage.
Yes.
Okay. Rev is going to shout to the group, fight or run.
You may all respond. If you wish.
Going to the
Hello?
group.
Is somebody muted?
No. Run.
Run!
Okay. Who's saying run? Raise your hand. Okay, that's most everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
I don't see Charmy anymore, so...
Yeah, I stepped away, but
That's okay.
I'm back to say that Aurora waited until everyone else has responded and followed what they said and didn't respond.
Okay. Okay. Choice is to run.
Okay. Then I will run around the perimeter of the room to meet where Dayu is. And does this require the 3 hands again for the levers?
Okay. Give me I think investigation is probably the best roll for that.
I'm going to use one of my luck die.
Okay.
And that is a 19 total.
We have a very charismatic group. That's all I can say. What was the roll again? I'm sorry.
It's a 19. The first roll was a 1.
Very good. Well, to the second roll, I should say. This looks like it requires some unlocking. You have to move like some bolts in order to use the levers that are similar to the other door, but you think it's like the same concept. It takes teamwork to open the door. It takes multiple people to open the door. So whatever the fuck this room is for, it seems to require teamwork to get in, teamwork to get out.
It's a team building obstacle course, and I
Sure.
hate it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, pretty soon the boss
Was
is going
that-
to start handing out pamphlets about how you should all trust each other and do a trust fall and sing Kumbaya or some shit.
Was that an action to, like, investigate the door?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will just healing word myself, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Cool. You healing word yourself. We are back to Sin. Sin, the general consensus is to run the fuck away from this terrifying creature that is, you look down, slowly filling the room. This blue liquid
Yeah.
has begun to overflow from the grooves in the floor.
Cool. Is it impeding our speed yet?
Nope. Not yet.
Good. Yeah, Sin is yeah, Sin wants to run, so he knows that he's good at doors, so he is rushing over to the other side. And I think just falling upon the bolts as quickly as he can, just try and discern it as he goes, like off the cuff.
So what you notice when you go to move these things is that some of the bolts won't move all the way because you have to turn dials in order to free up the space. In order to complete this part of the puzzle, it will take your turn.
Then that's what he's gonna do. He's focused on getting them out of there.
Okay. You are able to give me sleight of hand.
I do.
Because you are acting under pressure, the DC is high.
Okay, gotcha. So that's a 12 on the die, but I have ridiculous sleight of hand, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Where did I put my sheet? I have too many windows open.
Your sleight of
yeah, plus 8, so that's a dirty 20.
Excellent. So you are able to move the first bolt.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to move the first bolt. Now we are back up to the top of initiative with Nikita, and then Dayu is on deck.
All right. I'm gonna bank on the whole "this thing has reach" thing. Nikita's gonna walk around the perimeter of the hole, I guess, and just move
So-
closer to the other side of the door.
So my question for you is, so you had approached it and attacked it. You were in within 5 feet of it. So you are now walking away to the edge of the room?
Well, I'm walking around it, and then once I get to that other side, I would like to try to step away and see if I could do something. Yeah.
So you're strafing around the creature.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. So yeah,
So-
you can absolutely strafe around to the other side of him while still staying within melee range and not invoking opportunity attack.
Okay. Actually, can I be, since I'm seeing, what's it called? I'm always calling him Sin. Soul stream. I want, put it like in that side, That's kind of where I want to be, so that way people can make the way also. But, yeah.
I've made a mini map for us based on your
it's really nice.
based on your words, my friend.
It's kind of like not all the way on the other side necessarily, but like halfway point.
Okay. So you get around to the side of him there, and you step out of his range?
No.
You stay in his range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go all the way around and then move, but I'm just gonna stay halfway.
Okay, so you are halfway. Are you doing anything else on your turn, or are you just moving around him?
Why not? It's already here, so I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, go right ahead. Does it have a lower Does it have a lower AC because of this? Target also has disadvantage on strength and strength saving throws, charged weapons, blah, blah, blah. Medium to small. Well, it's medium size now. It was large. Reduction. Blah, blah, blah.
Can I still reach it actually because of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it reduces AC.
No, it does not. Okay, cool. So my AC is still good.
I'm saying like physically if I reach, since it's like coming out of the hole, and I don't wanna, you know?
Yep. So you're gonna attack
Okay.
him?
So yeah, 11 plus 6, 17.
Does not hit.
Jesus Christ, this fucking thing. 18 plus 6.
That hits.
Cool. 3 plus 2, so 5 plus 3, 8, and then plus the additional 2, so 10.
10. All right. Okay. Attack number 2, question mark? Oh, no, you missed on the first one. Are you
Yeah.
done now? Okay. On
Yeah, I'm done
to Dayu, and then it's my turn.
Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
To do anything with the door, does that require an action, or can I use my bonus action?
If you were trying to solve the door puzzle, solving your part of the puzzle will take your turn. Sacrifices need to be made if you want to escape.
Okay. And when you say take my turn, will it take my full turn or
Takes
just
all
my
the
action?
things. All the things.
All of the things. Okay.
All the things.
Okay. All of the things.
You move to the door, which you can do.
I'm already at
your-
the door, aren't I?
I didn't think you were. I thought you were.
Yeah. If I'm across the other side of the room, then that means I'm at the door.
So you moved all the way across the room. I thought you moved to the side. I'm sorry. Yes. So yeah, you can. If you were standing by the other door, yeah, you can just turn around and do your part of the puzzle, if you want. If you want. I'm not saying you have to do anything. You can attack. You can.
Yeah. I will do.
defend.
I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna do my part of the puzzle.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can still hold on to the tail that I've determined.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't need to use it right now. So I'd rather get this door started, and then upon my next turn,
Cool.
do some shit.
Awesome. I assume you're working on one of the bolts because you kind of have to do those first in order
Yeah,
to.
whatever it looks like I need to do first.
Okay. Give me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
I'm
That's not
breaking out
horrible.
all the skill tests today.
Yes, you are.
It's gonna keep happening.
17.
That's good enough. You are
Oh,
able to move the bolt. You have to stand on your tiptoes a little bit to turn the dial at the same time. Your hand almost slips, but you manage to get it. And once you push it in place, it does lock in place. So it's not going to
Now you
fall
have
down
to-
if you let go. By the way, just that's once your bolt is secured, it is secured.
That totally has to like jump to slide it in.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your turn. My turn.
Later.
Let's see. Who is still standing by the other side of the room? That would be Aurora.
And Kazu.
Kazu. Nikita is right next to it. Let's see. Yeah, why not attack the young lord? He needs some damage too. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. He's gonna do his arm whippy thing at Kazu. That's cocked. Okay. How much damage is that?
Your face
Didn't like
tells me
that
all I
face.
need.
Yeah, I hated that face.
That's a lot of damage.
Love your face. Hated that one in particular right now in this context.
Love your face.
I love
Hate it in this
that-
context.
I love that whenever Alyssa is like straight up like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if Kazu fucking died? Oh, that's
You're
what this
such
should
a
happen.
strong manifester.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
really
I love.
cosmic behavior.
want you to
I
hear
will
all
never
the
get
stunts.
rid of the I was joking clip.
Oh yeah,
Which
that's
if you're not in the
immortal.
Discord, you can see last week's clip of Alyssa
Exclamation.
being like, I was joking!
Exclamation point Discord in the chat if you want to join the community. That's 12, 20, 25, 29, 33, and another one. 33 plus 38.
We're really lucky that was Kazu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty beefy.
Begging for it to look at me.
Oh, don't worry, you'll get yours in just a second. This tendril whips out again. And instead of going towards Aurora, it kind of hits Kazu and wraps around him momentarily before ripping back. And you definitely hear a bone crunch. As he cries out in pain. And he takes, that was 38. What kind of damage are we giving him this time around? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
What the hell does that mean? Mandy, what kind of damage was what?
This man is getting bodied.
Body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
Let's see. There's 3 people in its range. So we're gonna decide between the 3 of you. See if he hits Kazu again, or Aurora, or Nikita. Luckily for the 2 that have already been hit, it is Nikita this time around. It is going to turn to you. And use its trident, which really isn't a trident, it's part of its body. We will treat it like a weapon for these purposes. That
Okay.
is a 17 plus 7. That definitely hits you. That is, what was the damage type I did on that again? Oh, D6s, yes. That would be 10 force damage. Magical force damage. I want to specify. And it's going to, actually, let me double check. Hold on, before you take that damage off. Targets attacks.
Too late.
1d4 less damage. So that is, okay, you give yourself 4 hit points back.
Okay.
Because it actually does reduce damage because of the reduced size. It's going to attack you again for its 3rd attack.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That is 7 minus 3. You take 4 magical force damage.
Okay.
And that is its turn. It is now Kazu's turn. Kazu is, his arm is just hanging limp at his side. He is going to move, obviously. But ever the gentleman, he is not moving away from his spot. He is moving in front of Aurora. And he is going to attack this thing. That's a nat fucking 20, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that,
even need the other arm.
Yeah. Yeah, with his good arm, he lets loose another guiding bolt. Because he is determined. So that is a lot of dice. I'm gonna roll that as a crit. I'm gonna roll that in the browser really quick.
What level did he cast it at?
The highest level he can. 38 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that how much damage he took?
Yep.
Direct.
Yeah,
dealt
exactly.
it right
Fucking
back.
nice.
Dealt it right back.
Nice. That's poetic.
Little mirror.
62 damage has now been done to this boss.
Hell yeah.
You've activated.
On top of the other 24, that's 86 damage so far.
And that is, that was his last 3rd level slot.
Next person that attacks it does. Next person that attacks the creature now gets advantage, right? That's how it works with guiding bolt.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Whoever attacks it next does indeed have advantage, and it is now Aurora's turn. Aurora, Kazu has stepped in front of you. You can see that one of his arms is hanging useless at his side. But he just unleashed some pretty powerful magic at this thing. What do you do? The consensus was to run.
Gonna look at Kazu, who I'm gonna assume she heard a little bit of the vibes around the situation, and just say, "I'm gonna run," and then dash across the room. Well, not dash, just actually run, because when she gets to the other side, she does plan to attack.
Okay. You run to the other side of the room, and what are you gonna do?
She doesn't even really look at the door. She's like, that's their business. And is going to hang on, I just need to see the correct choice of spell. Okay, I guess I'll cast a Chaos Bolt in this moment. So as long as I'm not within 5 feet of it, it'll be normal.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're still concentrating on enlarge reduce. Is that
Chaos Bolt is not concentration.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, that's why I had to check, because I wanted to do lightning damage, but we'll see if I get to.
I always forget that part when I'm trying to cast spells, so I just like to remind other people too.
I have this little little pin.
I love
by
that.
Palace Pixels.
Oh, I love Palace
it's
Pixels.
technically for cleric, but I'm concentrating.
Aw, I love that. That's so
It
cute.
gives me my spell slots and concentration, so that's how I remember.
Love it.
Yeah, they're my favorite pin designer. So Chaos Bolt, 17 plus 7 to hit.
Oh
which
yeah, that hits.
is 23?
24.
Super
24?
hits.
Great.
Definitely
Okay,
hits.
great. So now I have to roll the d8s to see what I get to do.
May the dice be ever in your favor.
Cold or force?
What are your options for damage?
Cold or force. Those are my current options. Ooh. Okay, so I'm. Can I do an Arcana check to see if Aurora believes that doing force damage to a creature that has already been doing force damage is going to do anything? Like, I guess I'm at the point of like, I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but if you allow me, I'll try to find out.
Sure. Roll me Arcana.
Okay. Arcana. I can do that. Maybe. Okay. That's 18.
You think that either have equal chance to do damage.
Okay, I'll do cold, and that is 12 cold damage.
12 cold.
Yes. Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. Just let me check.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
I said that, and then I rolled a natural 20.
Let's fucking go!
Kill it.
Holy shit!
It's on my Pixels guide.
let me-
It's literally in an app. I can check.
Let me. No, I fully believe you. Let me cross off the original damage that you said. Give me your crit damage. If you want to do that in your character sheet, if that's easier for you, please.
No, I just rolled it again. So wait, I guess that also the d6 gets rolled again. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so the first time it was 12. $24 cold damage.
24.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow.
Okay. Very, very good.
I'm like looking at Kazu, like hoping that he is not about to get fucked up again.
We'll see. Okay, that's your turn. On to Rev with Sin on deck.
Yeah, what's next with this door puzzle?
Okay, so you've got 2 of the bolts. There is a third.
Okay, I will spend my turn doing that.
Sleight of hand, please.
That is a 15.
Good enough. You are able to slide the bolt in place while turning the dial to get it to lock in place so that the door can be opened eventually. Excellent. Very good. And we are on to Sin.
Okay, so that was the last bolt on the door, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and now we have to spend 3 people pulling these levers, correct?
There are 4 levers.
Fantastic. Okay. So in his head, there are 3 people here, but Kaza just took a ridiculous hit. And yeah. So Sin is like,
Wait. Are you by the door with us?
yes.
There's 4 people because Aurora's here.
Oh yeah. Are these like, I'm sorry, Mandy, just really quick for a quick glance. Are these like levers like really far apart? Like everyone is, or can someone like double fist a lever?
You could double fist levers. It would be difficult to do though. They are pretty decently spaced apart. There are 2 lower ones, 2 higher ones.
Definitely too short to do that.
And basically what it is there are like inlaid circular shapes where the levers are, so it's like pressed in a little bit into the door, and turning it moves gears that in turn unlock the mechanisms on the door in order for you to be able to open it, essentially. That's the simplest way I can explain it without literally drawing it.
Makes sense. So, Sin, I think for flavor, Sin feels Dirk rattle it like on his belt. And like as he's like caught in a moment of panic between helping open the door and trying to help Kazuhiko. And then he's like, oh, you can help. You can help. And he pulls out Dirk. And I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but he holds Dirk up above his head, and he's just like, "Oh God!" And you see colors just burst out of Dirk as I cast color spray.
Okay.
Okay, so I actually don't know how color spray works. I know how it works. It blinds people, but I don't know. Okay, so I roll 60-10. I'm just gonna roll those in here because I don't have 60-10.
60-10.
So 31 points. Does this thing have 31 or less hit points left?
Yes. Let me double check my math here. Oh. I had to get out the calculator. How many hit points did you need?
So 31 hit points.
It has
is the
more
total. Gotcha. So it does not do anything. Unfortunately, because the color spray rolled a little too low.
I saw.
It's like sleep.
Yes, it's like sleep.
And since nothing, when nothing happens, Sin's like, oh, why am I magic? I don't. And I'm gonna use.
You feel a sense of remorse and apology.
Oh, I know it's not your fault, buddy. And I think I'm gonna use
very
my
pretty,
bonus
though.
action. Yeah.
For Pride Month.
Yeah, for Pride Month. I'm gonna use my bonus action then to use my last 2 charges on Dirk for the day.
Okay.
Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm smart to do that.
Do it.
I'm going to bonus action.
Do it. I'm kidding. You don't need to do anything. I'm just being a little shit. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, no worries. I. To pull the lever, that's a full action, right? And I already used my action.
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah, I am going to go
'Cause
ahead
you all have
just...
to do it at the same time, basically.
Okay. No, he's since that didn't work, he's worried about Kazu. He's going to well, wait, we have to do it all at the same time. How would we do that in battle when we all have turns?
Could we hold?
Turns. You can hold.
Oh yeah, but I already used my action, so I can't hold an action.
Nope.
Yeah. So yes. He runs up since he already he knows that he kind of wasted some time and says, "Look over here, loser!" To the thing as he wields Dirk and a dagger in another hand now.
Okay.
And that's what he does.
So you are trying to get the attention of the mini boss. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that way it doesn't destroy Kazu.
Love that for you. Okay, we are back up to Nikita. The liquid on the floor is beginning to it's enough that like your feet are submerged. It's not quite it's not difficult terrain yet. It's close though. You're muted, darling. I see. I love when I tell you you're muted and I see you go, fuck!
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
Before you
Christ,
unmute.
okay. I just said Christ before the beginning, so either way, I'm just exclaiming.
Sleaze is sliced.
So Kazu's the only one still by the original door we walked through, or did he move?
He is the only one there because he moved to get in front of Aurora.
Okay. Words as free action, please. She's just going to say, "Move, Kazu!" And, she's going to go to the door.
The other door or the first door?
The one we're all by with the levers.
So you are disengaging?
It moves before
I'm
him.
disengaging.
Okay, so disengage is an action. I'm just gonna call that out.
Wait, no. I'm moving away. I'm going to take the hit, I mean. Sorry,
Okay,
I meant
so
like...
you're willing to take the hit. Okay.
Yes. Not mechanically disengaging. I'm... Word.
Hold, please.
Yes.
Does not hit you.
Cool.
So you move away to the other door.
Yes.
What do you do?
going to hold my action to pull a lever.
Okay, excellent. We are back to Dayu.
I'm going to use my action to bestow my tail, which is Tail of the Beguiler again, so I need a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save. Also, yes, Nikita, you no longer are raging. You said it was a
15.
wisdom save? 15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay, what is the whiz on this creature? Nope, that's a 14. That's a 14.
Hoo-hoo-hoo! It's going to take two rolls of my bardic inspiration dice of psychic damage, and it is incapacitated until its next turn.
Okay.
Which means it doesn't get to go this round. Yeah, motherfucker.
Very good. You guys make me so proud.
God. What's my... It's a D8.
Correct.
It's a D8, yeah. That is, that it's too late for me to do math, on my own.
You require assistance?
No, well, yes, calculator, so I have it fast. It'll take 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
And, I think you all
ASMR.
will see,
Delicious.
I think you will all see it.
How fucking dare you do that to me? Gross.
Its arm or appendage or whatever starts to crystallize in a... It's beautiful until like some of, I think, the crystal-y parts just jut out a little bit, kind of like something is trying to break it, if that makes sense, as in this crystallization is very temporary, but it sure as hell hurts like a bitch, apparently.
There it is. Welcome, Raiders. Sorry.
Oh, hello, Raiders. That's my action.
We're in the middle
Bonus
of a
action.
terrifying combat against a very scary mini boss.
Oh yeah, but that mini boss will lose its turn. Haha.
It does lose its turn now. That's true.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on my boyfriend.
Okay. Knew that
I
was
have another
coming.
question. I was gonna ask it later, but like this is like a, I need to know, for my sake. Let's say I'm going to, after combat, should we survive, I'm going to heal him. His arm is broken. Do I need to reset the arm before healing him?
Well, we can determine that after the combat.
Okay, that's been on my mind since he broke that damn thing. Boo, boo, boo. And because I'm healing with my focus,
12 seconds ago?
Yep. And I thought about it ever since.
How many hit points
In
did you get
depth.
back?
I'm checking that out right now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it before. My bad.
No, I'm just really good at healing, but I get a lot of things to heal with. So bear with me real quick.
Kazu is extremely good at healing if you are already at 0 hit points.
He's gonna heal back. 14 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, because I get the extra d6 since I'm healing with magic from my focus.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna set the scene for all the folks who just everybody sit up straight. Unshrimp yourselves. I have to get better. I have to get better at this too because I've been having a lot of back problems lately. Okay. So, wow, that's a very large version of my emote. Interesting. Did Twitch change something? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna illustrate the scene for everyone who has just joined us. Our adventurers are in the middle of a cylindrical room that has grooves in the floor and a large hole in the center of it, from which sprung a ectoplasm-esque elemental-like creature that hits very, very hard and is slowly filling the room with this creepy, spooky, watery, fiery, icy substance. And the party here has to work together to open the very large door, which is their only way out. And it does take actions and checks in order to solve the puzzle of this door, to successfully open it and get the fuck out of there before this thing kills them, because it does probably like at least 20 to 40 damage per turn, depending on what it is doing. And these guys are level 7, so hopefully that illustrates things for the folks at home pretty well.
We're level 6.
Yeah. Oh, are you level 6?
Yeah, we're not level 7. I mean, we can be level 7 after this. I'll take that.
I keep forgetting that Kazu is actually 2 levels ahead of you. Not 1. So, I keep forgetting about that. Anyway, level 6, and this is a very mean boss. It's a very fiendish team building exercise. So, because of your Tale of the Beguiler, this, Kazu Himbo. Because of Tale of the Beguiler, this creature loses its turn. It is incapacitated. We are now on to Kazuhiko, who definitely makes his way to the other side of the room now that everybody else is safe. He wastes no time. He uses his full movement to get to the other side of the room. Arm is still definitely not working, but he does have an arm that is working. So he is going to hold his action to pull another lever. So we've got 2 people on levers right now. That is his turn. We are now up to Aurora with Rev on deck and then Sin.
Which of these things am I supposed to move? She says to Sin, I guess.
I love her so much. I love her, Your Honor.
Like, literally, like, needs to be told or cannot help.
Then who is like facing down with like this thing with a sword and a dagger, because he's like one of the only ones that haven't been hit, is just like, just pull a lever with everyone when they're ready.
Okay. Looks at Rav like hesitantly as she reaches out towards the door for something useful, hopefully.
So you're gonna hold your action to pull one of the levers?
Yes.
That's 3 of 4. On to Rev.
Rather than grab a lever, Rev is going to grab onto Aurora's shoulder and whisper, "You've got this." And I'm going to enhance ability Cat's Grace at you, so you have advantage on dex checks.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks.
And that's my turn.
We're back to Sen.
But there's 3 people ready with holding actions already.
Correct.
Sin is like, fuck this thing, and he says, Nikita, turn around, run, and he runs back towards the door. To hop up with both hands, and when everybody's ready, just pull down.
Okay. No checks required for this final pull of the levers. You all, at the same time, pull the levers, and you swear it was faster on the first door. It feels slower, probably because you're trying to get the fuck out of here. So you have those terrifying few moments where you're like, is this thing gonna open? Is it gonna open any faster? Can we get the fuck through this? And it slowly swings open just enough for you all to slip through. And you are indeed able to escape and shut the door behind you.
Because Nikita was next anyway. My God.
My boyfriend's arm is broken. I would like to unbreak it.
He looks like he's already working on it. He like looks at his arm, he winces a bit. He's like, okay, let's see if this works, I guess. And he will work on healing himself. 2d8 plus 2. Nice. And you see as he begins to work, he presses his good hand to his arm. Definitely makes a face when he does that because it fucking hurts. But you see this eerie greenish blue light kind of emanate from his hand, and his arm seems to return to normal. He rolls his shoulder to make sure it's okay. That did not feel good.
Oh, but your healing's getting better.
Yeah, it is.
Rev, Aurora. What about the pair of you?
Yeah, who needs it?
I'm injured, but not that injured. Kazu took what would have taken me out.
Do you require healing?
I would appreciate it. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of hurts.
Yeah. I'll do first level cure wounds because that should be enough.
Okay.
And Rev, do you require healing? Because I can also first level cure wounds. I get a lot of bonuses.
Yes, please.
Awesome. Applesauce.
Yeah?
11.
Applesauce?
Aurora. Yeah. Aurora, you heal 11 hit points. That you heal. Well, Jesus, Rev. Rev, you heal 16.
The gayness.
It's very
The
gay.
rivalry.
The rivalry is very gay, and I'm here for it.
It's it's good. It's good.
Delicious, chef's kiss. You... Oh my god. Lego, unbreak my arm, say you'll love me again. I cannot. Unbreak my arm. Now that's gonna be stuck in. Now I'm not gonna be able to hear it any other way now. Fuck.
Yep.
I also hear it in his voice, so it's pretty annoying for me.
Please.
We do have karaoke sometime.
Yeah,
God, I
when
miss
you-
that
when you come
karaoke
to
game
see-
that you used to play on Twitch.
The isn't it like Let's Sing or something like that? They got rid of it. They retired it.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Claim.
I just play music on my stream and sing along while I
That
Twitch
one,
sings,
Twitch
that's
sings.
right. Twitch sings, that's right. Anyway, you all find a moment of reprieve. This door closed behind you. You are very you are very much safe on the other side of this door. You don't see any wispy blue flames or flickers or anything weird like that. And you are in a small hallway, probably approximately 15 feet wide. About 15, it's probably more like 25 feet long, 15 feet wide. There is another door. It is not metal like the last one. It looks like a regular door. What would you like to do? Rob Hartley, GM, rating of the party is 61. Sweet beans. Hello. My alerts are broken. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you are doing well. What up, fellow best DM? That's right, that's us. Welcome, Raiders. Rob, I hope you had a wonderful stream, good sir. I was making jokes earlier on my stream today about how you were talking smack about who's gonna win the crit award between the two of us, and a little fire under my ass. all in good fun. We love Rob here on this channel. We are the best ones there are. We're the best. Best GMs on the internet. All of those of us who got nominated, but especially Rob and I. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, hello, I'm Mandy, or the Mandy, professional game master and fellow Crit Award nominee. Oh God. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I run this game here on Wednesdays. I also work with Magi RPG as both a GM and a cast member. So yeah, check me out. Here's where you can find my socials. If you want to join the Discord community, we have a very cozy little community where we talk about conspiracy theories about this game, Mistlost, which is my homebrew setting, very high fantasy, and we are in the middle of a absolutely fucking terrifying dungeon crawl. You guys just missed the very infernal, ticking time bomb fiendish team building exercise, and we also have some very top-notch players here as well. I was gonna get to that, Jupiter. My cast here is absolutely incredible. They are all very accomplished in their own right, some of them award-winning themselves. Aki, and I think also Alyssa, right? No,
I count it.
Technically, yeah.
You win awards.
it.
You win awards in my heart. Okay. So my wonderful cast here. So yeah, welcome. We hope you enjoy. And now we're back to the things. So yes, 15-foot wide hallway, about 20 feet, 5 feet long. There is another doorway. It looks like a normal wooden doorway, but the stone here is more like granite. So it's got like a shiny polish to it. And that is where you are at. What would you like to do? And who's leading?
Last time I led, we kind of stepped into a room that closed.
There is no other place to go.
No other place
That's
to go.
not fair.
You're right.
This is a funnel. You can go in one direction.
Yeah. Sin is
And we all
eager to
did.
get away from this door after and that thing. So Sin is just like, well, we did a really good job running. And Sin starts to just sort of like turn around and start heading forward.
Okay.
Seems to be the only thing we can do.
Okay. You.
We did a really good job fighting. It sucked, but we did like a good job fighting like last time. Since we, so when we stopped, we killed everything.
Sin, I'd like to remind you that people keep going down.
We're still alive.
That's what I'm here for, to bring you back up. Also, part of me is very certain if you went down in that last one, it would be much harder to get you back up.
True. Well, we're not in that room anymore, so the door closed. That would have been really bad.
You walk down this hallway to the door.
If it's okay with y'all, because Sin is so eager to get away, he's not gonna check this door. He's not gonna pause. He's just gonna open it.
Yeah.
Like, unless someone tries this again, he just
Nowhere else
opens
to
it
go.
and pushes it.
The only thing Dai's gonna say is, if the room is full of gas, let me go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to tell you guys this.
He opens.
You open the door. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Hey, you guys are the ones being nasty. If you were to check my character sheet, you'd understand.
Why are you being
can use your
nasty?
words. Did
I
you
don't-
forget?
I
You
don't
have.
understand.
the
I wasn't
ability-
being nasty. I
I'm
was
the
just
DM
like, I was
and
just
I
like-
don't get it.
No, I'm
You
in
could just
character.
explain.
I mean, no, Juniper said that
right.
we were great at RPing. I'm in character.
Fine, I'll keep roasting
Okay.
you then.
All right.
I'll roast you forever.
Sin, you open the door. I'm gonna reel us back in now. We're very squirrely today. Sin, you open the door. And what you find in this room, it is a very large room compared to the others that you have been in over the last 24 hours. The floor is a highly polished black granite. There are braziers in the two corners closest to the door. Spanned across the length of the room in the middle is a very long rug. It is a deep purple color, very much like your cloak. And there is, to your left, there is a fountain. Water trickles down over different tiers, each intricately carved with mermaids and sea elves and other nautical type motif, into a bubbling pool below. Behind this little waterfall, because it comes from the ceiling, this little waterfall is a stone relief that looks to be a image of Aenon Visser, the queen of the Hraketh Sea. On the opposite side of the wall is another relief. This one does not have a little waterfall fountain attached to it, but it is... Welcome, Raiders! But it is a relief of... which one was it again? Let me check my notes before I say the wrong thing and mislead you by accident. It is a relief of... Not that one. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. It is Morrigan the Great, the Satyr Queen of the Amaria Wilds. On the far side of the room, beyond this area, are statues. Slightly larger, maybe not slightly larger, larger than life statue replicas of each of the six sages. And I will now tell you what order they are in.
Valden likes holes and his friends. These two.
But especially his friends with, just the girls? Just the girlfriends?
In the
Valden,
center,
I get it.
in the center of this lineup is Hikaru Saito. To his left is Valden. To his right is Aegon Zareth, the Goliath looking individual. To the left of Valden is Aenon Visser. So, Valden, Aenon. To the left of her is Morrigan. And next to Aegon is Vesta Firebrand.
Did you mean Morrigan or Aegon?
So from left to right, it's Morrigan, Aenon, Valden, Saito, Aegon, Vesta.
Oh, I wrote Zareth instead of Aegon, and that's why I got confused. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I should have just said Aegon instead of his full name. It's a force of habit at this point for me. They are each depicted wearing what look to be formal attire. Which, based on other images you've seen of Morrigan and Aegon in particular, they don't wear formal clothing, but they are all depicted wearing very formal clothing. Beautiful gowns and cloaks and uniform-looking-esque type suits. They each have a staff in hand. But you notice that the statue of Valdin is not facing forward. He is looking to Hikaru Saito. He is looking up because he's a little bit shorter. at
Very
his
gay.
friend. So that is what you see. In this room, there is no door. There is no exit.
So there's only reliefs for 2 of these people and then 6 statues.
Yes.
Okay. I think Sin's gonna take a moment to go to the fountain and fill up like a water skin.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely can do that.
As he like stares out at the statues down on the other side of the room. And looks at everyone and is just like, I think this is a puzzle.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
you've
make of it.
reached the puzzle portion of the dungeon. It's true.
For any of the statues,
Mhm.
Are they holding anything that could resemble a cup or container, or if their hands are maybe like this, sort of, when we look at them?
That is a wonderful question. I will say Vesta has a cup. She's closest to the waterfall. Anon Visser has a cup. They're the only 2. Morrigan has no such thing.
And Anon Visser is the queen of the
Kraketh Sea.
of the Kraketh Sea. Thank you.
Yep, she is allegedly, other than Morrigan, the only. She and Morrigan are allegedly the only living sages currently.
And Morrigan doesn't have a cup?
No, she does not.
She also doesn't have a fountain. Hers was just the relief.
Yep.
My gut says to pour water in Anon's cup, but I don't want to do anything yet. I think Dai's just gonna point all of those things out.
Are you walking into the room? Are you standing in the doorway?
Oh, I thought we were already in the room because
okay, so you are walking
Sin
around.
was-
Okay, just making sure.
yeah. Because Sim was straight up taking this fucking dungeon water in the water skin and was like, I'm gonna drink it.
It smells
without doing
fresh.
any
It
test.
doesn't smell bad or anything.
Yep.
I already decided that if Sin was anyone from Dungeon Message, Sin was Laios.
Before we end for the evening, what I will say is that you see at the base of each statue is a little plaque, and that is where we will end for tonight. We will go into confessionals now, and we will pick up again next week. So we're gonna go straight into confessions. We're gonna go to Rev.
Voxus minus Oculus, Oris, Chorus, and Animus. They must have been important. And if they're important, then they're worth something. I just don't know how much. That's it for Rev.
Excellent. Moving on to Aurora.
I wasted 2 years being scared and stupid, and I was right. I was right the whole time. So I gotta be brave. I gotta be brave like Dante. I gotta be strong like Dante. I can help her. That's Aurora.
Sorry. I just realized the confession cam text got changed to the timer by accident. Switch over to Nikita.
I hope we realize that a lot of this, while we are very capable, very much based on luck. That we have not died yet. We've gotten so close. So much information too. I don't know this kind of shit like that. 6 sages, 6 names. A lot of emphasis on. Wonder if. I can't think. That fucking thing in the hole was so weird. Fucking Kazuhiko broke his arm. Put it back pretty quickly too. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Pretty metal. That's it.
Yeah! Moving on to Sen.
Oh, I am getting old. Am I getting old? I don't know how to keep up with all these. We did it. We made it past. And now we move forward. Thankfully, some fresh water to drink. I am very relieved I got to blow off some steam yesterday. But I'm still anxious. Who is Valdin? Why are druids like this? But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I can understand him when I can't understand the Kaligoshire. Maybe I can be less angry. And that's sin.
Moving on to Dayu.
Maybe I like Valdin now. I have to admit, he has a thing for holes. That was 4 pit traps in the same damn area, I swear. I mean, I also like holes because I live in one, and maybe Valdin's like a burrowing animal. Cause sometimes, you know, like I feel safer underground, with walls. So, you know, things like that would make sense. I think he's gay. I could be wrong. But I'm just getting, you know, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. But only the gays would make something like this. That's for sure. I like the pocket sand though. It's the connoisseur right there. I'm gonna keep this one though. Can I sell it? No, I don't want to sell it. I just need to keep it like a souvenir. Sin can have a knife. No, Dirk is more than a knife. Sin can have Dirk. I can have pocket sand. I'm gonna make pocket sand in every dungeon we go. That's it.
Okay. I want it to be said vocally as well. Every time Aki pulls this shit, I add 50 hit points to the BBEG. Let's just say the BBEG is up to a lot of hit points at this point.
What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
You know what you did.
No, I don't. This is confession time.
So
He's gay, but he has a connection to.
I'm gonna shout out MagRPG real quick. Join us on Friday for Ancestral Blood. I believe that is at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is the Vampire the Masquerade campaign. I'm not guesting this week, but I might be guesting soon, TM. So please watch that over on MagRPG. Monday, there is no Slime Quest. Slime Quest is over, so sorry. Please go watch it on YouTube. It's only 6 episodes. If you want something wholesome, funny, goofy, wacky, whimsical, please go watch that. I'm pretty proud of it. Aki's in it, and her character in that is fucking incredible.
My character in Slime Quest is the thing we fought today.
Yes,
I
literally
kept
the thing.
about that.
I wanted to make slime jokes so bad. And then Tuesday we return on, this is also a MagRPG, we return with Rise of the Conduit, the Blades in the Dark campaign, where I am now playing the non-binary icon, Ash. The assassin, badass motherfucker, and, mass murderer. Everything's fine. So, yeah, tune in for those, and then we'll be back here on this channel Wednesday with the next episode, and we'll see if the party can figure out how to move forward from here. Everybody take care. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you to the chat. Thank you for all of the raids and the subs and the follows today. Holy shit, it's crazy. Appreciate you all so very much. Oh, and by the way, I am up for Best Dungeon Master this year at the Crit Awards. If you want to vote for me, it's Crit Awards in chat. There's the link right there. Voting closes on the 7th of July here in the United States, not the wrong side of the world. So you can click on that. I'm prodding at Rob a little bit. He's probably not even here anymore. That is where you can vote. Please vote for yours truly for Best Dungeon Master. Everybody loves an underdog, right? I'm not as popular as the other DMs on there, so you should just vote for me by default, right? With that being said, have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye! End screen. Where did it go? There it is.